We are Geelong, the greatest team of all. We are Geelong, we're always on the ball. We play the game as it should be played, at home or far away. Our banners fly high from dawn to dark, down at Gardenia Park. Team of all. We are Geelong, we're always on the ball. We play the game as it should be played, at home or far away. Our banners fly high from dawn to dark, down at Gardenia Park. It's a grand old flag, it's a high-flying flag, it's the emblem for me and for you. It's the emblem of the team we love, the team of the red and the blue. Every heart beats true for the red and the blue, and we sing this song to you. Should all acquaintance people come, keep your eye on the red and the blue. It's the emblem for me and for you. It's the emblem of the team we love, the team of the red and the blue. Every heart beats true for the red and the blue, and we sing this song to you. Should all acquaintance people run, keep your eye on the red and the blue.
Rightio, g'day everyone, welcome back to another live watch on the channel. Got a beauty here for Thursday night, Geelong and Melbourne. Think this one should be close. Demons off a bye, Cats, not so great last week. Dangerfield's out, which is a big out for their midfield. So I feel like Melbourne's midfield should be able to account for Geelong's midfield. But we all know the Cats play their best at GMHBA Stadium, so it's a hard one to really look at. I think when you look at this head to head, you know, 10th versus 3rd, Demons off a good win, but after the bye, you just don't know how they're going to fare. So I'm keen to see who gets the chockies tonight. But yeah, I've tipped Melbourne by around 3 odd goals. I think I should get it done by. But Geelong at home, I feel like it's always a safe option, but haven't been so great defensively and around the ball as of late. So yeah, should be a good one. But yeah, g'day everyone. Chat, hopefully everyone's going well. Players guy, and 2 Aussies. Hopefully you lot other one. Hopefully all you lot are going pretty well. Tell you what though, I think obviously with the buys the past few weeks, a good debate that I think's going around is what do you reckon's the best for the buys? Do we go what we have at the moment, like the 4 rounds, which is honestly quite a bit when you do think about it, or do we try and what I probably prefer have either 2 rounds of just 4 games each, or we just have a bye round where everyone has their bye round in the same round, no footy, but that week is the mid-season draft, the mid-season trade period, which apparently is coming to the AFL, and then we go from there. I think that could be a good solution long term, because you just see historically teams after coming off a bye don't usually win a game, and it could hurt teams' seasons and everything. And if we add in the even playing field of a singular bye, maybe things could work. But just one to ponder, perhaps, I guess you can say. Oh yes, I'll pin that one 2 Aussies. That's good from you, mate. Yeah, make sure to check out the tipping video while you're at it. Wait, I need to pin the right message. Hold up. Can I please get a shout out? Yeah, sure thing, Jacko. Everyone, mate. Jack Williams, good lad. Go check him out. There you go, mate. Alright, pin message. Is this the right one? There we go, beautiful. No, cheers for that 2 Aussies, mate. Appreciate it. Yeah, make sure to check out the tipping video while you're at it. Let's have a look how it's actually doing. Yeah, it's not doing too bad. Yeah, obviously, you know, tips through the bye rounds is pretty, you know, not really dead, I'd say, but, you know, just sort of meh. Because there's only really 6 games this week, so there's not really much to talk about. Let's go to Jordan down the long, but it's bloody work night. Yeah, that's fair enough, Sam. And yeah, speaking of driving down and everything, I heard the D's actually arrived in Geelong last night instead of just driving down there on game day. They actually stayed the night, which is interesting, given that it is hard to beat Geelong in Geelong. But yeah, I actually I've been to GMHBA Stadium once, or Cardennia Park, I should say. So yeah, it's not a bad part of the world. Yeah, but I am keen to see, you know, do Melbourne get this done, because they are the better team. They should be, theoretically, convincingly beating Geelong's midfield and really getting the go of it. And I think it's strength to strength almost. I think Melbourne's defence really stacks up well against Geelong's forward half. So, you know, I feel like they should win this game. But, yeah, you just never know with the inconsistencies and all that whatnot of teams playing down in Geelong. So, yeah. Yeah, I do agree. They have everyone as a bye week 11, and then do a mid-season draft. Yeah, and I prefer that. I think 2 Aussies. I think that's better for teams, and especially with the mid-season trade period, which I think should come into play within the next season or 2. Be good to see. Last time I went in there, was smashed over 100 points in Roosie's last game's coach. Oh, yikes! It's no good to hear, man. Good old poor Roos, though. What a man. But yeah, I mean, as of late, what are the last few games? Obviously, last year's Geelong won by quite a convincing margin. It was something around like 20-odd points, but that was Geelong. That was when Geelong were at their peak. Just not that second half of the year they won off. You know, it was like 15 wins in a row or something. And then yeah, 2021, that was the Max Gawn go off the siren. I think it was round 23. They got it at the death. So yeah, it's probably maybe evenly head to head. At the actual venue, that is. Everyone new just joined, welcome. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Always heavily appreciated on the old streams. And we're always fun to do and call the game and etc. We'll have a look at the lineups. A few key ins, a few key outs. Obviously, Clary didn't get up. He's having more problems now with injury and all that whatnot. There's his hamstring, there was an infection in his finger, and then, yeah, still hasn't been able to get up. So 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 returns back into the team. Tomlinson's been dropped, which is interesting. I think his past few weeks have been quite good. And Charlie Spargo was another one that's dropped, but he's going to be the sub. Jack Bowes going to be sub for Geelong. Paddy Dangerfield, big out in Geelong's midfield, eliminates a bit of their clearance effectiveness because they struggle to have good ball winners in there, I think, Geelong. And I just think Petrarca, yes, no Oliver, but Viney's been in great form. He had his best game of the season the week before. Just usually, the Demons midfield, they are a beastly contested side. So, and yeah, the back six, Geelong have been inconsistent too. So I think 𝐓𝐿𝐴 and Tom Stewart was quiet last week and needs to really be up and about for this game, I think, for their rebound and drive off half-back. But yeah, should be interesting. I mean, one player I'd probably note from Geelong is Tanner Bruin. Does he really get going? Because I thought before he got injured last week, his first quarter was really good. So, you know, it's also, you know, big night for Max Holmes too. In that midfield, he's shown that he can be a bit of an animal as an inside mid. But yeah, Geelong's midfield just got a lift because I feel like when going forward, they are still actually quite a good team. Obviously, definitely Jeremy Cameron's got to be big. So yeah, it should be interesting. Who gets up tonight? Rosmer's highlight videos like 2 years ago. Yeah, those are the days, mate. Not bad, obviously, you know. They were good to do. Earned a bit of money from them, obviously, but yeah, couldn't continue doing them because of the copyright issues and everything. G'day, Nick. Hopefully you're going well, mate. We're on the stream. Tips Melbourne by 12 points. Yeah, I think probably maybe is a 50-50 game in terms of tipping. Obviously, Melbourne will be more tipped because they are the favourites, but yeah, I am interested if Geelong can really live for this game, but I just back the Demons on form, where my tipping form as of late has been awful too, and I've been doing a lot of these tips backing on form, and they just fall apart. So, but I'll get stitched up again. Reckon Melbourne by 36. Yeah, it was a shame to Aussies, mate. G'day, 𝐬𝐿𝐴. Hopefully going well, mate. And yeah, I'm going good myself, man. When are you going to update the old mate's description? Yeah, I should actually do that, man. Yeah, apologies. I'll update that one after the stream. A-Roll's going for Geelong, but I think D's win. Yeah, fair enough. Amazing, mate. Welcome, mate. Yeah, I do expect Geelong to turn up. But yeah, only one way to find out, really. Anyway, two plays in the coin toss. 𝐬𝐿𝐴 going up against Tom Stewart. So yeah, obviously Tom Stewart, really well negated by Jed McEntee last week as a pressure forward. Eliminated him from a lot of the marking contests. So he's got to really break free tonight. Now, Stewart wins the toss and they'll kick the right hand side of the screen. Obviously, good old GMHBA Stadium. Still is going under renovations on that northern end. I don't know when that's going to get fixed. If there's any Cats fans that might know or something, feel free to peep in. Yeah, surely like next year. I think it wasn't like 2024 or something. Like mid or late. I don't know. G'day, Anthony. Hopefully going well, mate. Welcome. James Sicily, best defender right now. No, I wouldn't say so. I mean, he's suspended at the moment. He's up there. Probably best defenders going at the moment. I'd probably say Darcy Moore or 𝐼𝐿𝐴 or 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. I still think Stephen May and Lever are definitely up there. They obviously haven't had much attention, not much love or not really much talked about for an All-Australian spot, but they've just been so important for Melbourne's defence, and that's certainly been their strong part this season. But anyways, fellas, let's get in this game. Geelong and Melbourne. Let's get this one going. Interested to see. Because the Cats, well, they're in a bit of a tricky spot, really. Oh, Jesus Christ, what's the fucking stopwatch? Bloody hell, 5 hours. Bit carried away there. But down to the category, it's Geelong and Melbourne, 3rd versus 10th. The Cats really need to start chalking up wins got a few on paper tough fixtures as well. I mean, this one here and then the Swans at the SCG. Obviously, we've been out of form, but still is hard to play there. But anyway, let's see how they go tonight. Geelong and Melbourne. Blitz halves on Petrarca. And Stanley obviously into the team for a bit of ruck cover. Up against Gawn and Grundy. Anyway, Gawn, a bit of a hack kick. And he misses the ball there again. Nice pick up there from close. O'Connor. Oh, the pressure from Neil Bullen was good there. Atkins now, back to Holmes. On his right shoe. Inside 50. Rowan's first quarter was brilliant last week. Can he replicate it this week? And that's going to be holding the ball. Great pressure there from Gawn. I feel like Blitzar's just got it straight away. Yeah, good. Thanks, Vito. Hopefully going well yourself, mate. And I had Langdon kicks it forward, but well intercepted. Atkins now, short kick close. Couldn't get the clean pick up. Tap from Blitzar's is nice. Pressure was beautiful again. Geez, 2 holding the balls already inside a minute for Melbourne. So Hibberd obviously was rested last week. Oh, geez, what's happened here? Someone's miskicked. Anyway, chance of Tom Hawkins already. Snap round the corner. It's going to go across the face for a behind. There we go. I didn't even see what happened there. I think obviously someone miskicked it. Yeah, going well myself, mate. Cheers, BD. Anyway, nice from Blitzarves. The intercept and inside 50 goes to Stengel. Good overhead there against Hibbert. He can go back. Going to be a bit of a tricky kick though. Swans in an upset. Oh yeah, you betcha, mate. Definitely. Anyway, let's see if Stengel kicks this. So he's been a little bit patchy this year, Tyson Stengel. Obviously his year last year was brilliant, but yeah, he's had some good games, had some mediocre games. So here's the kick. Jeez, it looks good though. I think the crowd likes it. How about that? Tyson Stengel kicks a beauty to kick it off on Thursday night. 1 goal, 1-2 zip. Beautiful kick that was. Jesus. Beautiful kick. Thanks, Swan. Yeah, we should be able to. Maybe McDonald back in, Mills back in. Some Keens and Heaney back in. So, yeah, if we somehow cannot win, there is something deeply, deeply wrong. There already is enough wrong this year, obviously. Anyway, good start for the Cats. I mean, 2 terrible turnovers by Melbourne. They've pretty much cost them that goal. Back in the middle, Gawn hit out, Viney. Out of Petrarca, and they'll get the clearance here. Hacks it forward. Mark on half forwards, nice there from James Jordan. What can he do here? Just going to launch it inside 50. DeConing brought to ground. Oh, nice crumbing from Joel Smith. And he's hit the post. Jeez, from point blank range. Got to be kicking those goals. So obviously Charlie Spargo dropped as a sub. Obviously, I think because of Smith's really good game against Collingwood, so it's not a good start for his repertoire. And 50 metres, I think that is against 𝐓𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐴. Well, that is a good sight to see. I think, yeah, 𝐓𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐴 just got... It was never play on, but 𝐓𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐴 was just still moving around. I think he went past the line, the invisible line. The 9-metre line or whatever it is. Anyway, Langdon, good pace, hands it out. Just couldn't connect with Jordan well enough. Stengel now did too much. Nice tackle from Salem, who played a key part in their win over Collingwood. Under duress a little bit here, Melbourne, early on. Anyway, low kick from Rivers, wasn't a good one. And to throw, it's going to go Mike O'Connor's way. Yeah, no, Tom, you can't compare to the absolute goat of kicking or missing right in front, Tom Leach, amazing kid, mate. Now, what's going on here? No, what's a Melbourne free kick for something? Oh, jeez, bit of a... Bloody hell. Grabbed Petty by the face there, Jez. Leading to that Melbourne free kick, but here come the Demons. Van Rooyen jumps. Couldn't do much. Holmes gets it out of there. Yeah, not a good kick. It's going to come back to Lever. He'll go quickly. Short to Ed Langdon. He'll go short to Viney. Got to be key here, Jack Viney, obviously. Still no Clary, which hurts them a bit, but he's got to be beasting and feasting. Petrarca reads it well. Dishes it back to Sparrow. It's a high entry here. They have the numbers here. The Cat's back in the fence through Henry, and he takes the mark. Out across to DeConing. Now to Isaac Smith. Jeez, not a bad non-preferred kick there. Finds Buse. He'll play on now. And now out towards the wing. It's a 2-on-2. Rowan does well in the air. Not going to be paid the mark. Bit unlucky there. Boundary throw him. Yeah, good day, 615. Over to going well yourself. Hoping for a good game. Yeah, it should be hopefully a good game, man. I think probably, obviously Melbourne, the better team on paper, but Geelong at home always can turn up. Tanner Bruin getting stuck in. Umpire's ball. Just have a look at this. Tonight's game features 37 premiership players. Wowee. Around the corner from Langdon. Not a good kick. Stewart under it. With a good intercept mark. He'll go now. Corridor kick. That's not a bad one to blitz off, but Mike Bain comes in late. There's a legal bump. And he makes a good tackle on blitz halves. Ball still alive. Here's Salem under it. And he'll win the stoppage. Just outside Melbourne's forward 50. It's well defended from Stephen May. Steelers obviously on the top of his game. Salem now just boots it out of there towards the wing. No one out there. Koenig under it. And a nice composed kick there to Tanner Bruin. Oof, risky there from Bruin, but the kick just got to 𝐼𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿
So 𝐼𝐿𝐴 now. And the defensive half now boots it forward towards a massive pack of players. Leave it with the late spoil. Hawkins reads it nicely. And he chips out to the pocket with a lovely kick out to the Irishman of good old 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. And he can go back. Well, good start here for Geelong. Keeping the ball well in their forward half. And rebounding quite decently well too. And Hawkins can do it all, really. He can take some nice grabs in the air. His leads are great, and he can still do plenty of stuff around the contest. And beautiful composure there. Chips it out. Straight at 𝐼𝐿𝐴. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝, can he slot this home? Require a good kick here. Just going to drift out towards the left and not go for a score as Grundy marks. Another blowout game. Not just a bit early to say that. I mean, it's been a good start for Geelong, but they did this last week against Port. And they fell out in that second half. Obviously Melbourne's midfield do hopefully try and get into this game. Do you think Amaro got it wrong? Yeah, I mean, probably 3 weeks is a little bit harsh. All I can comment is just that the AFL are trying to find more ways to protect the players, and if they're going to see any, motion where the player's head, goes how 𝐓𝐿𝐴 went, like, unfortunately they're going to pay it. Anyway, Tanner Bruin, a hack kick from 50, and he bounces home. Bit of luck on the side there, and he goals beautifully. But yeah, it is harsh, obviously, Noah, mate. I think, yeah, probably from that, he's just unlucky. Probably should be off, but given what we've seen, maybe 1 or 2 weeks. But yeah, 3's a little bit harsh. But Tanner Brewer with a nice snag there. Looked like it was just a hack inside 50, but bounced home.
I think his last few weeks, Tanner Bruin's actually been quite impressive. He's starting to win a bit more ball in that midfield. And given his time on ground is usually quite low too. Just realised I go for Tigers and Geelong behind us and need Demons to win. Yeah, no, I think, yeah, a few teams hovering outside the 8 and they need some luck on their side with some results. Still plenty of time to go though, obviously. And Bruin now hacks it out of there with a clearance towards the wing. Jeez, what a mark. Oh, thought 𝐼𝐴𝐸 was going to grab on that. A slow start here for Melbourne. Need to get going. 𝐕. Out to 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. Not really a good kick there. I don't know what he was thinking. And goes over for a bounty throw. Tanner Bruin caught in the tackle nicely there from Sparrow. Ball up. Demons just beat the Pies, yet lose 40 plus. The Cats can't make this up. Well, that's the beauty of AFL football, my friend. Not every team wins just because necessarily there's better teams on paper. You can tip on form, or you can just tip on. I still think Geelong have been very, very good within patches of games, but they can just fade out throughout quarters and patches. And they've just been inconsistent this year, though, so they have been tricky to tip. I still think at their best, they really do match up well. Now, inside 50 here for Melbourne. Bruin, again, on the end of it. But, geez, 𝐼𝐴𝐸𝐸 fell over there. That was not a good sight to see. Stewart able to rack it up beautifully, though. Henry, bit of a panic kick out there, but it works. Mark O'Connor quickly plays on now. 𝐼𝐴𝐸𝐸 back out on his feet. Hack kick forward. They have the numbers here, Geelong. Cameron brings it to ground. Roving was nice there from Duncan. He blasts it forward. It's a foot race here between Henry and Hibbert. It could bounce home. Oh, wrong side of the post. I thought it was going to be another one of those lucky bounces. 2 goals 2 to 0 goals 1. Geelong started out well at the time. Well, all the time, I think. Yeah, I guess you can say they do. I mean, from obviously watching this year, they've been able to. And, oh, okay, someone's gone down here. Who is that? Who's that play? Is that Mark O'Connor? Is that Jeremy Cameron? So I don't know who I can't tell who it is. Is that Mark O'Connor? Oh, no, he's on the bench. Oh, yikes. Okay, so wait, is it Jezza? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's Cameron. Yikes. Yep, okay. Yeah, he had that late. I could see that when he brought it down to ground, he got a nasty knock in the back. We'll have to see this again. But he hasn't moved. Okay. I might show a replay. G'day, Manny. Welcome, mate. And big boy. Hopefully go well yourself, mate. Okay, well, that's going to be a big loss here to Geelong. Never like to see that. Jeez, absolutely silent crowd too. You had to show the replay. I couldn't really see it much. I think he's okay now. He's still needing a stretcher. So has he? It could be something from the concussion up to maybe something he's done in his shoulder or neck. Yeah, no, yeah, it was Gary Rowan that knocked him.
Yeah, obviously seeing it, he copped a nasty knock. Well, Gary Rollins going to be out for 4 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Banter.
Players from both sides, they understand the dangers of the game, and there is a mutual respect for everyone who goes out there as a player and performs. I understand there's collisions that can happen that are accidental, but players from both teams will be aware and concerned for a fellow player who's injured.
4, don't you mean 14? Yeah, probably a little bit more. Being a little bit generous. Well, it's still taking the time, bloody hell. And I mean, it's never really a nice thing to say, oh, you care more because it's a star player than another. But still, you never like to see it. But geez, in the context of losing a player like Jeremy Cameron, that is massive. And he is still out on the deck. Hasn't been able to get up from it on his feet. Why are we winning the Coleman this year? Yeah, well, it depends how serious this is. Jack Bowes will obviously be activated straight away. Not even halfway through this first term. Do you like NBA? Yeah, don't mind a bit of basketball, mate.
You can see the Geelong players very quickly across to Gary Rowan as well. Joe, who would naturally have been a little bit rattled by what he'd seen, and he's been right on the scene, very close to, firstly, the incident that he was involved in. And then
Gary Rowan doesn't look too up, obviously. Who do you support in the NBA? Don't really support any team. I don't really watch basketball, to be honest. No, not a bad sport to play. Shooting hoops or anything. In terms of American sports, I actually really get around NFL though. It's up there for one of my favourite sports. The old gridiron. If I had to pick a team, well, whatever the New Orleans Saints team is in the NBA, was it the Pelicans or something? Look at that. Is he still on the ground? Yeah, he still is. So maybe he's really done something in his neck. Maybe he needs to be getting handled with care with going onto the stretcher. Bloody hell. Must be pretty severe. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened with Charlie Combin's leg injury. Yep, there he is. Well, you hate to see it. Jeremy Cameron, hopefully he has the best of recoveries. Well, I'm going to watch this replay again, though. Let's see this again. Oh, yikes. Yeah, so Rowan, he came in and he sort of like clipped his elbow right onto his jaw. And he was just out cold. Oh, here we go. Let's show replay now. Yeah, just... Well, it wasn't an elbow, it was the arm, but still, like, right on the jaw. Would have hurt. Well, if we're talking about serious injury, maybe he's just heavily really knocked himself out, or could be something with his jaw. Opposition player did that. Yeah, definitely, Riley. I mean, I did say Gary Rowan's going to be out for 4 weeks, because absolutely filthy, doing that to his own teammate. I mean, given the inconsistency of the MRO this year, I wouldn't be bloody surprised. Friendly fire gets suspended. Okay, now. Well, in the context of this game, it's going to be a bit of a key out here for Geelong. He's an important part in the link of their chain, obviously, when moving up the ground, and definitely, of course, his impact everywhere, really, around the ground is definitely going for goals, so... And there we go, stretch it off. Well, a pretty unexpected start to this game. Well, back to the game. It was a kicking for Melbourne after, I think it was Mitch Duncan's kick went the wrong side of the post, but we're back. So Jeremy Cameron, if you just joined us, says probably maybe broken his jaw. I don't know. Looked bad. Really knocked himself out cold. We're back to this game now. Almost halfway through this first. Melbourne still need to get going here. They haven't been able to do much as blitz starts. Nice intercept. He goes short to Gary Rowan. But yeah, imagine, yeah, it is true though when you think about it. Imagine an opposition player actually did that. And Grind Myers now plays on. Usually good kick inside 50, bit Grundy. And a good spot to take the intercept. Geelong has always been on and off this year, I think, with defending. But when they are on, they're a very good defensive side. So, given this at their home deck, home ground, I feel like setting up from the back is going to be really important here. Because Melbourne don't really have many options. So, it's another hoof down the line. Joel Smith, a nice mark. Yeah, now to Salem. Very good here with the use. Corridor kick's risky, but Van Rooyen under it. Should get the high here. Tap, thanks for subscribe, mate. Much appreciated. Badge, hopefully going well yourself, mate. It's been good the other week. Just been cruising with work and everything. It's been alright. Spoil from 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. Pickett dangerous in this area. Holmes instantly wrapped up there from Pickett. And for the first time, I think this game, it's going to be a 450 stoppage inside Melbourne's 50. Alright, Sparrow now with a kick. I think it was smothered, so Smith's mark won't be counted. Tui now under it. Got to get rid of it quickly. He's going to go across the grain. That's a risky kick. Jordan should have taken that mark. Rivers now. Instantly thwarted in the Cats' pressure. That's really well done from Atkins there. Hand pass wasn't clean though. Now Blitzarf just hoofs it out of there, and that's going to be going out on the full. Lack composure there in that kick. Tilt Melbourne, St Kilda, Sydney, Essendon, Collingwood and Gold Coast. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Yeah, I'm keen to see how the Saints do go tomorrow night, though. I think Brisbane, obviously McCluggage back in. Always a dangerous front half side, but you never know with them interstate. I think the Saints really got to be showing plenty of scoreboard pressure, I think. Because, yeah, if you can really cook with grease in your forward half against Brisbane's defending off the ball, you can beat them. Like what the Hawks did. But anyway, Fritsch, nice mark inside 50. He's a little bit on and off with his goal kicking against Collingwood, so he's got to have a good record tonight. And this will be big for the D's if he can knock home there first. I tipped against Fremantle because it's raining. Yeah, that's fair enough, but I still think Essendon are actually genuine worthy tip. I think they've been playing really, really well around the country and against some good sides, so I've tipped them based off that. Again, after the bye, you just don't know. Bailey Fritsch now. She'll kick this goal. And he does. Right down the pipe. D's were there first. 1 goal 1 to 2 goals 2. G'day Lucas, welcome to the stream, mate. Hopefully going well. 8:58 to play in this first term. Obviously going to be a long first quarter after Jeremy Cameron's injury. If we go again in the middle, Gawn hit out. Petrarca couldn't get out cleanly. Bo's in there. Blitzarves did nice, and now here comes Atkins with the clearance. Inside 50, he goes towards the direction of Hawkins. Oh, almost the one-hander. Couldn't really do much there. Nice pick up. Isaac Smith. Not a good kick. Just for a point. Should be kicking that. It was nice there from close. Able to back up Hawkins' mistake. Oh, I thought he took it. He's got those ones, Tommy Hawkins, that just the one-hander, able to beat out his opponent. Stephen May now. Big left boot he's got, but he goes short. Out to Hibberd. Now we'll go towards the next contest where Gawn's under. Spore was nice. Chandler at ground level, clean. Hands out in the direction of Petrarca. Stewart comes in late. Smith's in under there too. Stewart can't get a clean pickup, but he's still going. He gets the kick forward. It was nice there from Tommy, but oh, what a beautiful one-hander from Hibberd. Oh, geez, not another bloody injury. Viney down on the deck. He doesn't look too good. Yeah, he's actually looking quite... Yeah, you might have hurt his shoulder. See this. Yeah, so he just copped a nasty one from Stewart, just come crashing through. Bloody hell. Well, he's able to get back in on his feet and he's hobbling off to the bench. Yeah, not a good kick there out in the full, so Melbourne's ball again. Petrarca now short to Salem, drops the mark. Not really the greatest kick to him. Another shank. Bloody hell. What's Big Petrarca doing? Foot skills haven't been good here for Melbourne early on. Now off the turnover comes Stengel. Inside 50. It's a good kick in the direction of Henry. Can't take the mark. Langdon to back up. Jeez, that's a terrible kick. Straight in the arms of 𝐓𝐴𝐶. Is it 𝐬𝐿? God, I think it is. Who wins this? Obviously, better team on paper, Melbourne, but Geelong are hard to tip because they're always hot and cold, but usually at home they're a good side and they've started well so far. Still probably do back in Melbourne though. Now 𝐬𝐿 out. Can extend Geelong's lead. The kick here. He's had 2 set shots and hasn't been able to hit the home run on both. Another point. 2 goals, 4 to 1 goal, 1. Now Stephen May boots it out of the defence. Rowan comes from the side and takes a lovely mark. So locking in their forward half here nicely. Geelong Rowan now out across. Zach Guthrie. He's got Tanner Bruin out and he uses him. So Bruin now inside 50, low kick. Not a good one. Easily intercepted there from Rivers. In basketball terms, who are these teams I talk about in this game, not knowing anything about this sport? Fair enough. I always get people coming through here, mate, from like, obviously, you know, not necessarily from Australia, but like from around the world, and they're just like, who wins this game? Obviously, you know, I can tell they're betters and stuff that know not much about the sport. But yeah, I still think Melbourne should win, man. But yeah, Geelong started strong. Now Holmes now towards the wing. Couldn't grab the mark, Henry. And holds it in. Ball up. No, but I always highly recommend Brian to get acquainted with this sport because it is truly one of the greatest sports in the world, mate. Very, very high action, very entertaining to watch, high scoring. A very unique sport in the context of all the sports out there in the world. Salem now. Hemmed in towards the line. Nice tackle from Bowes. Can't watch this stuff in America. Yeah, no, I actually don't know. I think you can with a few channels. Like I think Fox Sports apparently shows a few games. They might show this game. Yeah, I don't know how the channels and stuff works over there in America if you need cable or whatever. But yeah, to watch like everything, you need like, it's a pretty expensive subscription, unfortunately, to actually watch all the games. Now he's shooting area in the corner. Under is close, couldn't take the mark. Only throw him. But there are plenty Americans like yourself, Brian, that do definitely are starting to get around this sport. I mean, definitely during the pandemic, there's a lot of Americans that had plenty of interest and learnt the game through the pandemic and everything. Always good to see, though. Plenty of foreigners getting around the great sport of AFL. Anyway, now, grind mines. Usually a lovely kick in their forward half, but really good there. But it does put Lever under the pump with the kick. And a lovely tackle there from 𝐼𝐴 wins the stoppage. Crowd not liking it. Probably could have been holding the ball. Is this the top league? Yeah, there's only one league. Only one professional league in Australia, AFL. It's not like English soccer or anything. There's like that have like multiple divisions or anything. No teams get relegated, just the one league with your 18 teams. Van Rooyen. It's his first touch and a few roos, of course, in the crowd. Towards half forward he goes. 𝐷𝐿 gets up. Lovely mark against 𝐓𝐿𝐴 there. 4-8 in a play here in this first term. Geelong still up. 2 goals, 4-16, 1 goal, 1-7. The injuries this game. Yeah, bloody hell, it's a bit of carnage early on. Jezza coming down. And then 𝐷𝐿𝐴 looked a bit ginger too. Just look at that from Van Rooyen. Just pushes out Hawkins with ease. Nice tackle from close. They've been good so far, Geelong. I think around the ball they've been great. And defensively they are looking... They're humming at the moment. Gorn whacks it forward, only as far as 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴, and he whacks it inside 50, but they have the numbers set up nicely. Should be intercepted from Hibbert, and it is. G'day, 𝐸𝐿𝐴. Hopefully going well, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully Brisbane stuff treated you well, mate. Had a watch of your vlog, man. Looked like a good time, man. And obviously, I saw Cardi uploaded his 𝐓𝐴 vlog too, so I have to give that a watch. Anyway, nice there from close, short to 𝐼𝐴. Had a brilliant first term last week, big Guzza. Kicked 3 goals. Can he not necessarily replicate his first term, but actually play a good game for 4 quarters? Isn't able to. This is much need for the Cats. I think they should honestly be up by more than what the scoreboard suggests. MDL, thanks for subscribing, mate. 16 subscribers away. Yeah, we're close. 15 away, lads. So feel free to hit the big red button. Or I think it's black now. Anyway, 𝐼𝐴 slots it home right down the middle. Geelong with a very good first term here. 3 goals, 4 to 1 goal, 1. Always a great side under the prime time lights of GMHBA Geelong. Started well. You're not American. I checked your profile. Are you talking to what, Brian or myself or something? I'm guessing you're talking about Brian. Took Geelong. How does this look for me? Well, honestly, Geelong actually, from what I've seen this first term, they look pretty good here. They are usually a strong team at their home ground. But yeah, I mean, Melbourne have started pretty quiet here, so I do expect them to get in this game a little bit. Go Melbourne, I go for Richmond. I love Richmond. Anyone else here? Yeah, I'm here. Go the Tigers. Local clubs, the Tigers. Team is called the Tigers as well. Good song, obviously, the Tigerland song. Yellow and black. One of the best songs out there too. Anyway, Jed Buse now. Short kick, nice. Tanner Bruin. He's had a good start this game again, Bruin. Getting heavily involved in that midfield and getting plenty of ball. Bruin now towards half forward. Not really the greatest kick, May under it. Gorn hoofs it forward. Not really finding much with ball movement at the moment, Melbourne. They just keep on casually just hacking it forward and trying to win the ball from the marking contest. Anyway, it's a high tackle advantage paid, but not well used from Jordan. It's got to be paid a mark. Yeah, it's good, mate. Would have been good to see the Swans put up a better fight, but did what they could playing. Yeah, I mean, I'm still pretty proud for the most part of that performance. I mean, obviously we just faded out with a contested game again. It was just terrible that second half. We really should have gotten beaten by more. But yeah, pressure's good, intent was good, but so many technical errors and, I mean, lack of occasion, the forward line. I mean, Buller's first game, it was always an early debut. Really only came in because of Buddy's injury. Just wasn't good enough. Deserved his chance, though. And then, yeah, Marnie's first game back from injury. Streaky, Stewart, almost one-hander. Falls over, could fall for 𝐓𝐿𝐴 here. Needs to be clean. Hands to the 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. Centering ball, hits the deck. Bruin under it. Couldn't get a clean pick up. Van Rooyen taps it out. Minute 12 to play in this first term. Can the D's find a major? And inside their forward 50 here. Langdon. Can't do much. Buse carried over. Where are we throwing? Tom Hawkins is best player. Honestly, still, like, people obviously still, you know, say, oh, he's not going too great. Honestly, he hasn't really been talked about too much, but still, his stats he's putting up, like top 5 in goals and top 5 in goal assists. He just does it so casually. I mean, obviously, he started the year was really poor though, but he's starting to really get in the season. How many quarters? Yeah, 4 quarters, Brian. We're going to win back this year. What a dude's doing. OMG, I'm an angry Melbourne Demon fan. Yeah, really sluggish start. Been terrible going in their forward half. Stewart under it. Can't take the mark. They need a goal here. Bailey Fritsch gets the hands out. Joel Smith round the corner. And it's home. Important goal there for the D's. 3 Smith. 2 goals, 1-13. 3 goals, 4-22. Much needed before quarter time there for Melbourne. 9-point margin. Thoughts on the Dons' performance this year? Yeah, they've been superb. I think Daisy been really good. Definitely one of the most improved teams I think this year. Comparing from last year, very low expectations, and they smashed honestly. And still a few injuries they've had obviously through the way. You know, no Setterfield, no Darcy Parish. You know, Dylan Schill obviously is in and out a little bit. Same with Stringer, but they've done really well. I think out of all the improved teams this year, I think they just compete the best out of the good sides. They've been losing a lot of close ones and having a lot of healthy losses against some good quality opposition. And yeah, that's why I have tipped them against Freo. Anyway, Noel, thanks for coming, continuing to be a member, mate. 17 months, how about that? One of the more loyal members out there, heavily appreciated, mate. Alright, nice from Viney there. Back out in the ground, that's good to see for a Melbourne fan. 21 seconds to play. Yeah, agreed up the Dons. Hope they beat Freo. Apparently it's raining as well, according to Mr. Badger from Oz, if he's still in the chat. Where Freo are not good in the wet, really. And he Bruin under it, hands it out to Koning. Now to Henry. Instantly tackle there from Jordan. Well, an interesting and really unusual first term. Pretty late. It's going for 37 minutes, given that injury to Cameron, which put a big halt in play. But Geelong's start has been good. They've been setting up well, really, defensively. And they've been going well. Locking the ball in their forward half. And deserve this lead at quarter time. But a few punches from Melbourne have kept them in this game. 9-point margin. 3 goals, 4-22. 2 goals, 1-13. Have a look at these stats while we wait. How can remember? Oh, you need to join through your like a desktop device. It doesn't show up on the phone for some reason, the join button. Right, the commentary. Oh, yeah, cheers, Daisy. Appreciate it. You've already answered that, sorry. 150 plus, yes or no? I've got another punter in the chat. Welcome, mate. Should be. Always, I think this could be a bit of a high-scoring affair. But yeah, try on PC if you want, Lucas. Don't have to. Yeah, always do appreciate members left, right, and centre. I tell you what, though. Does anyone remember that... what was his name? I think you might remember it, Noel. Remember that? Oh, Big Chungus fella. He came on the stream. What a man he was. He said he got around the videos and all that. He gifted like 25 members or something. That was huge. I think it was against the Tigers back in round 6 or something. Keep it in your pants. Too good negative riz. What the fucking hell's old mate talking about? I think Brisbane's going to kill it tomorrow. They should, but you never know with them interstate. I still back them in, because I still don't know about the Saints going in their forward half, and I don't know. They're just always like a bit of a up and down side. But they haven't lost 2 in a row so far this year, Saints. So if they keep going, they should win the game tomorrow night. So yeah, I mean, at least it's good having 2
probably the best two matchups for Thursday and Friday night footy. What he was up to right now. Yeah, well, you see, I remember he said he's pretty tired with work and everything, so they might be working. I don't know. Geelong playing really well, but Melbourne's come back. The game was close. Carlton versus Gold Coast. Yeah, I mean, I still can't believe how terrible the fucking Suns were that game. Jesus Christ. You can never trust them interstate, unfortunately. Which you hate to see. Anyway, let's look at these team stats while we wait for the second term. 14 inside 50 to 9, the Cats way. I think Geelong are doing well, pretty much breaking even in the contest. 7 clearances to 10 Demons ways. Still winning the stoppage though, Melbourne. +3 contest possession, Melbourne's way. 4 marks inside 50 already for the Cats, but they have owned their forward half use and they've been in front with this whole game too. 21 tackles to 17. The Cats way. So who's been bossing it so far? So Petrarca with 9 touches early on. Been a little bit hacky by foot, and same with Bruin to be fair, but he's got 8 in a goal, so he started well. 2 clearances to him. Tackle lead already, Vinny with 4. And his possessions plenty. 4 for Blitzars, Rivers, Stewart, and 𝐼𝐿𝐴. Inside 50s, 2 to 𝐼𝐿𝐴, Salem, Petrarca, Holmes, and Bruin. Contest possession leader is Bruin with 5. So yeah, he's almost like a leader really so far in that midfield. Yeah, it looked pretty bad. I know it could be out for quite a bit. It could be something from either just a really bad concussion, so it could be delayed concussion, maybe out for a few weeks, or it could be something like a broken jaw, because it looked really bad. Got the nasty one right on that jaw. I'll show it again right here. And the thing is as well, you could say it's almost a double knockout because his impact when he hit the deck, like bang, he hit the ground pretty bad too. Because obviously he looked like he was knocked out cold, so he couldn't control himself from hitting the deck any softer. Oh dear. But you had to see it, and that does really hurt Geelong, I think, in the long term. If he is still out. Do you play yourself? No, not at the moment. Obviously played up from high school and stuff. Yeah, I was thinking of maybe getting back into footy. Maybe next year, the year after. Melbourne's third quarter is usually the craziest. Yeah, and they're one of the more fitter teams, obviously, Melbourne, so they are good for a full four-quarter performance. So, do they grow into this game? Do their midfield starting to get clicking? Because they've been a bit quiet. Pretty much that first half of the first half of the first term, they were pretty mediocre.
Yeah, it's all what Geelong do behind the footy that challenge them to be perfect. But there's some of their ball users, guys like Christian Petrarca having an off night. When Salem gets it, they look dangerous. But look at that, 26 games.
All right, let's get in the second term. So Geelong start's been good. Most of the quarters really in their forward half. The Melbourne's ball use has been a bit sluggish, a bit slow and a bit predictable. Okay, so Jeremy Cameron is off to hospital, so it could be quite a bit of an injury. Anyway, let's get in this second term. 3 goals 4, 2 goals 1. Second term are underway. Grundy in the ruck. Brayshaw in there, just crashing through. Holmes holds him up. Ball up. Thoughts on Petrarca? I still think Petrarca, honestly, is an underrated player in some context because his score involvements and goal assists, he's always like a top 3 the last few years. He's just such a damaging player on the scoreboard. And I still think for goal and like his disposal can be a little bit erratic, but he's just still such a damaging player. So that's always something you got to remember about him. But yeah, obviously one of the star players of the comp. Excited for this quarter. My friends just came over. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, good.
Nothing better. Anyway, kick out on the full there, so we can come back to Salem.
No obvious options. Christian Salem at the moment.
Salem inside 50. Oh, from the side. Nice mark from Rivers. Against Atkins, he can go back.
It's a good kick by Salem. He just moved back a little bit. The Cats had some extra numbers just a layer further back. You see there at the bottom of the screen, Henry's free. And he just spotted Rivers further up the ground. Really good mark in these conditions. Trent Rivers. In game number 66, 7 goals in his career.
Anyway, can Trent Rivers now slot this goal home to get the first for the second term? The Western Australian strikes a goal, and it will go through for a rush behind. Depending on Collingwood personal or fan, but they're really good. Oh yeah, I mean they've been obviously last year and this year they've just pretty much improved off last year. Really being able to really penetrate some opposition. And yeah, they're gonna be the team to beat, I think, for the flag. They're the benchmark. Deadly team in the MCG. And look, I thought Melbourne's game was just superb for them to knock them off. And they won by 4 points, which they honestly should have won by more, given their goal kicking. But yeah, no, Collingwood, top team. One of the more entertaining teams to watch, of course, in the comp too. And obviously, like, it's just such a well-balanced team. You know, the system, like, so many players playing their role. Like John Noble, rookie draft player. He's been awesome. You know, 𝐓𝐿𝐴's really improved. Their defence is really strong too. Anyway, 𝗬𝗠𝐿𝐴's now not really the greatest hand pass to his mate of Henry, but recovers. Bit of a check side in and under. Straight to lever though, and they can bounce off the turnover. Usually good turnover side the D's. What can they do here? Hibberd now goes out across, treads water a bit to Lachie Hunter. Told to go now on his left shoe towards half forward. It's not a good kick. Easy for 𝐸𝐼𝐻𝐸. 𝐸𝐼𝐻𝐸 now back to Stewart. No, yeah, their game's on Sunday. 1:10 against Adelaide, MD. Yeah, no games Monday this week. Just the 6 games. Anyway, umpire's ball. And Stanley toes it out. Only as far as Salem, but couldn't get a clean possession. 𝗬𝗠𝐿𝐴's. He's been definitely in the thick of things early on. Taking the tackle. No, ball up. I think it's going to be Geelong here for a block. Yeah, a bit of a ruck infringement. Well, Geelong from the free kick. Here comes Duncan towards half forward. Stengels he held. That's going to be a Melbourne free. Chop of the arms against Hawkins. Stephen May's ball. Duncan now just taken out. Chandler now. Here come the D's. What can K do? He's going to go for home. K Chandler, how's the kick? It's going to go across the face for a point. So 2 points early on here for Melbourne. In terms of field position, I think they've started well. Thoughts on Dusty? Oh, mate. Probably, honestly, I mean, obviously, you know, I'm still a bit of a young man, but probably the best finals plays I've ever seen. Just insane what he's able to do. And what he's still been able to do today, like this year, has been really good. I mean, he had 35 touches and 0 goals, 3 last week. Still, I think, you know, now especially with Richmond up and about a bit there, he's starting to get himself into some good form. But yeah, obviously, one of the better players I think I've ever watched. Anyway, Rivers now. A bit of a 1-2 was nice with Hunter. He can go for home here. Trent Rivers is at home. It's deep. It's another point. So the D's are peppering the Cats here with a few scoring shots. Unable to hit the big sticks though. Duncan now to kick it in. Duncan now. Out of the fence. Rowan gets up. Can't take the mark. Was he taking eye? Nothing there. Holmes. Low kick. It's not a good one. Straight to McVeigh. Wonky kick, but it falls to Rivers. Now Salem. Kick. Just travels there to Petrarca. No, sorry, that's Neil Bullen. Couldn't tell what it was from that angle. What's he going to do there? Does he have the leg? I don't know. Does he have the leg? Big Neil Bullen. He's going to go for home here. It's instantly inaccurate, but Grundy's under there. It's another behind. So 4 points here for Melbourne early on. Should commentating on TV. Oh yeah, cheers, Daisy. Always appreciate it. Yeah, I've had a few people come and say they don't mind the old commentary and stuff. But you know, if I ever want to consider it, maybe start doing the local leagues or something. But yeah, no, appreciate the kind words. Anyway, Hawkins hand pass batted away, gets the ball again, and instantly tackle there from Hibberd, ball up. Jesus, clean hands there from McVeigh. Now Salem hits the 45 out to Chandler. Another one of those rookie drafted players. He really found his home in the 22 now. Salem kicks smother. That was nice from Stewart. And beyond thrown. A lot of supporters got the ponchos out. Don't know. It doesn't look like it's raining from obviously the TV camera angles, but maybe a bit of dew. Perhaps. And umpire wants to throw it in again. Bloody hell. Rarely see that much. Like an boundary umpires don't want to throw it in again. And off we go again. Woo-wee. There we go. Grundy and Stanley go at it. Stanley tap out in the direction of Viney. Tries and sockers it for McVeigh. And he carries it over. So McVeigh accidentally just sockers it. McVeigh accidentally just sockers it out by his foot. Crowd appeals for fucking deliberate. Given the game we saw last week with Sydney and Brisbane, no doubt if that was us, that would have been a fucking deliberate free. Just terrible. Ugh. A few of those deliberate frees last week, though, were bloody sus. Anyway, roll now. He can launch from 55. Across the face. Jeez, that would have been a goal. Something out of nothing for Geelong. 3 goals 5, 2 goals 5. Directly now, 6-point game. Stephen, man, that's a risky kick. Not a good one to his mate of Lever. Now off the turnover quickly. Henry now, the snap. An accurate kick again. 3 goals 6. Jeez, well, my bloody left hand's getting a workout. Bloody punching in all these points at the moment. I thought these were two quality sides, not necessarily in front of the scoreboard. A lot of hack kicks at goal. Anyway, now, here comes Hibberd out of the fence. Stanley, Blitzarv's in good position. Punches it out towards close. Clean enough for ground levels, O'Connor. Petty now, plays for the high against Bowes. Bowes drags it in. Holding the ball, wow. Okay. SF, stream over for going well. 29 tackles to 23 Melbourne's way. They've brought the heat well. Sure do, mate. Inside 50. Oh, a bit of a drop there from Langdon. Don't want to be doing it there. Now Jordan. At half back. Not a good kick to Koenig. Should swallow this up, but he gets the front on contact free anyway against Neil Bullen. To Koenig now. Have it locked in their forward half here. The Cats. De Koning elects to just sits it up. And Rowan takes the mark. Geez, no one went up there. I think I was good there from the Cats forwards. Just blocking out a few of the launches. A few of the jumpers at it. And Rowan would just get pretty much an uncontested mark almost. Still has plenty of athleticism, this man, though. Nelson Richmond grows again, going off third quarter. Yeah, the game style totally changed after that second half, MD. The Saints almost just forced to play that hacky sort of style. Really do much. I mean, they had the chance to win that game anyway. Rowan's missed again. 3-7. Bloody hell. You do fantasy? Yeah, I do fantasy and Supercoach, mate. Not going bad on both platforms, I guess you can say. I mean, who I've got tonight in both teams. Let me have a look. Alright, Roll now inside 50. Lovely kick. Hawkins on the lead. Still a classy player on the lead, Tom Hawkins. Let me have a look. So, fantasy, I've got just Tom Stewart playing. And then tonight, for Supercoach, all I've got playing is just Van Rooyen. So there you go. Yeah, good. Thanks, Noah. Hopefully go well yourself, mate. Anyway, Tommy Hawkins. Been an absolute stalemate at the moment with no goals yet this quarter. Just been all points. I mean, there's been about 10 points. Not even a goal. And surely Tomahawk can slot this home. And he does. There we go. Cats extend their lead out to 14 points. 4-7 to 2-5. $10.57 to play, almost halfway through this second term. There you balled under that beanie. I mean, you can see bloody hair right here. No, I'm not, mate. Yeah, bloody hair's a bloody bit of a mess at the moment. Got to get there. Got to get the buzz cut going, I think. Few people don't mind it. Petrarca. High contact his way. You like kittens? I mean, probably prefer more dogs over cats, but yeah, I don't mind cats, I guess you could say. Hey. Pickett. Not attempting to get rid of it. Umpire's ball. So just the one goal for this second term. Thought the D started well, but considering that goal, they have it again in their forward half. Blitzars with a nice tap. 𝐸. Oh, is that deliberate? And it is. Here's the cheer squad, loves it. Alright, Petrarca's free. He's going to put it inside 50. Where the jump is. Gawn's up there. Gets taken out. No free his way. O'Connor out to 𝐸𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿. And his kick was... Well, he kicked it as soon as it was hit. Forced him to kick it out on the full. So come back in here for Melbourne. Yeah, footy cards. Oh, can't remember the last time I collected footy cards. It was probably, geez, a long time. All right, McVie now sits it up. Gawn. Oh, falls to Smith. How the hell does that work? Falls past that whole pack of players and then just sits in the lap of Joel Smith. Good old Aussie Trump fan. Hopefully going well, mate. Welcome to the stream. They need this one here, Melbourne. Just the 14-point margin to bring it back to 8. As stated before, he had a good game against the Pies. I think he got like 2 goals. And he's pretty much out, he's pretty much in for Spargo. So he really needs to prove his spot in the side and should kick this goal. And he does. Right down the middle. He slots it home. 3-5 to 4-7. 8-point game. And the rain's starting to come down now. Tell you what though, I'm actually probably going to have to start paying attention a bit more of the weather prior to doing tips and everything. I always say that, but I never do it. Bloody hell.
ball. Hard to do when there's so many bodies flying in front of you and just falls in his lap.
9:29 to play in this second term. D's with the goal back. 𝐼𝐵NY now breaks 2 tackles and he gains a bit of space here. Looked like he ran too far. Bit of a cry from the crowd. Oh, Van Rooyen. Oh, couldn't take the mark. He should have. Didn't realise it was falling right into his lap again. Chandler out to Hunter. Hacks it inside 50. Towards the hot spot of Smith. Stewart. Can't do much. Fritsch tries and hack it through the soccer. Oh, in danger. Where you from, says Geelong. Sorry, I don't mind blank. Yeah, no, from Australia, obviously. Yeah, from the Canberra region, Geelong. Obviously, capital of Australia. Not a bad part of the world. Are you a big boy? Oh, yes, I am. Can you name a true wet weather team? Well, I always still think, like, the Tigers is probably one of the best wet weather sides because they just play so well with their style. And I mean, the best wet weather player in the comp probably is Taranto. Like, he's very good. He's always been quite good in the wet. And we saw that last week. He had a great game. The Tigers got up, so. Yeah, apparently conditions are obviously quite slippery. Bruin now hacks it out and just stays in. Boundary throw.
𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝 winger as well, and Lockie Hunter. Those wingers, they do a lot of unrewarded running up and back, up and down the ground. Those tried to go around the corner, pitches.
Anyway, now ball trickles towards half forward here for the Cats. Under pressure's 𝐼𝐿. Nice there from Hunter. Pickup was nice from Pickett. Fritsch keeps it in. A quick snap centering ball. Henry did well 1-on-1 against Van Rooyen and pushes over the line for another boundary throw. I'm from Melbourne. Yeah, okay. No, Geelong. Pretty close in the contest possession count still. And Bruin and 𝐼𝐵NY go at it. Ball up. Wet bit F from freezing as well. Petrarca, geez, that looked like a throw from there. Oh, 𝐼𝐵NY twisting and turning the kick. Oh, it's going to sit towards the top of the square. Stewart with a nice spoil. And another minor score here for Melbourne. 7-point margin. Anyway, Duncan now with the kick in. Hacks it out of the fence. It's going to be holding free. It's going to go Grundy's way. So it's starting to really turn into a bit of a scrap now. Only 7 points in Melbourne. Have had the majority of the ball in their forward half this quarter. The rain's starting to come down too. Grundy now lofts it towards the pocket. And it goes for a boundary throw. Pickett, oh, surely taken without it. Nothing there. Stanley, instantly tackled by Van Rooyen, ball up. Boris says 9 degrees, feels like 7. Yeah, well, around here, mate, in Canberra, it's been bloody freezing. It was like -3 for 2 mornings this week. Pickett, something out of nothing. What a kick, 𝐓𝐿 Pickett. Soccer in mid-air, that was special. And the D's deservedly finally get a goal after many, many points in a row. Just a 1-point game now.
slick stuff. So certainly 4 goals apiece and a point the difference.
Big goal there for 𝐼𝐿𝐴.
Last 2 to the
Rain still continuing to tumble down.
Pickett's first. Just watch Viney, what he does here to create the space for 𝐼𝐿𝐴.
Beautiful goal.
Away, gets
Could be one of the goals of the night.
uses Pickett's man, gives Pickett the 3 run and hits it with speed. Fantastic.
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. No, it gets cold here, unfortunately. Anyway, Bruin now gets another clearance to his stat sheet out towards just outside midfield. Brayshaw did well. Viney hacks it out of there. It's a throw. Okay. Is Viney not liking the sound of that? Couldn't believe it. Anyway, Bowes now. The former son. Inside 50 towards the pocket. Henry almost a chance. O'Connor there crumbing. Can't do much. They sent out well defensively here, Melbourne, as Sparrow gets the kick out. In the direction of Gawn. Almost the one handy. Stewart attacking the foot. He's not bad. Hacked in there from Bowes. Sparrow now finds a bit of space. Now Salem. That's a great kick. Should fall to Smith here and they can go, Melbourne, on the transition. Hands it out now to Langdon. Kick smothered. Jeez. Don't know what that kick was for. And oh, what a chase down tackle. But just got it out, 𝐼𝐿𝐴. Now Atkins instantly tackled from Smith. Good pressure there from Melbourne. Slapped out there from Stanley. Hot in the kitchen, as Dwayne Russell would say. Sparrow with a bit of a fumble. Ball's still alive here at midfield for either team. Buse comes crashing through. Atkins breaks the tackle. Another hand pass forward, almost like a rugby style. Bowes again hack it forward. Straight to 𝐓𝐿𝐴 though. And he hand passes it out to Rivers. And they could be out here. Oh yes, they are gone. Now Van Rooyen. He has the options here. He's got Neil Bull over the top, but he elects to go deep towards a one-on-one. It's 𝐓𝐿𝐴, and it is Henry. Henry did well. And it's an illegal marking. Unrealistic attempt. Looked like he was trying to go for a speaker there, 𝐓𝐿𝐴. That's a fair enough free. Anyway, dishes out to 𝐼𝐿𝐴, and 𝐼𝐿𝐴 now goes out by foot towards the boundary. And it goes now for a throw-in. Stanley hit out. Bruin now. Hands it out to Buse. Just not a good hand pass there. Oh, look at that. Bruin again, just getting involved. Now close. They could be out here. No, they've set up nicely here. The D's through 𝐓𝐿𝐴. Tap to Petty. Back in defence he is. Been forward the last few weeks. A lot of turnovers here now. Close out in the direction of Holmes. Can regather on his left boot. The kick to Stengel just over the top of him. It's 𝐓𝐿𝐴 and Stengel going under 𝐓𝐿𝐴. Oh, over the top comes through Smith. It goes for a boundary throw-in. Bloody hell, it is crazy, this contest so far. The rain has really changed the tempo of this game. A lot of fumbles, a lot of turnovers, a lot of hacky disposals too. 4:30 in the play in this second term. Geelong still by a point. And they're having their forward 50 here. And my fucking car crashes. Does this every bloody time. Jesus Christ. There we go now. Langdon boots it forward. Stanley with the spoil. Now blitz halves. Oh, that could be on the board. Did too much. There it is. Nice tackle from Sparrow. Wins from Earls. I do like Melbourne. I think with the rain it probably helps, gives them the edge of their heavy contested game. And yeah, this second term I think the Cats have struggled a little bit with opportunities to score. But yeah, both teams have been pretty ordinary with just ball movement and everything. And obviously shots at goals been inaccurate too. 4-7, 4-6. 3.5 minutes of play. Grundy gets the front position of the ruck. Holmes just come crashing through. And should be another boundary throw. Oh no, 𝐓𝐻𝐿𝐴 keeps it in. Now socket forward here from Close. Stengel, nice pickup. Just can't continue the chain ball, but Close can. Out now to Myers. They could be out here. Myers to Hawkins. He's got over the top. Henry is going to centre it instead in the direction of 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. That's a lovely kick. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 can't take the mark. Still alive here. Slap out from Hunter was relentless. 𝐓𝐻𝐿𝐴 continues the chain. Now it's Jordan. Now Brayshaw. The kick towards Smith is clean. Ah, beautiful smother there from Stewart. Denies that transition, and it's going to be a boundary throw on centre wing. It's all about the 1%ers, and Stewart does it there beautifully. Lovely smother. Petrarca now reads the tap nicely. Hunter, Salem on his left shoe. Measures the kick towards half forward, 2 and 2, and Henry read the drop zone the best with a nice intercept. Short now to Duncan. Just got there. Duncan short to Stewart. Stewart now out of the fence. And we're throwing. Geez, that's beautiful from Petrarca. Hacks it inside, not towards the edge of 50. Stewart did well. Instantly under pressure. Nice pickup from Atkins. And instantly tackled there. Duncan from Petrarca. Who do you think win from here? Burrows says Marty. Probably Melbourne, but cuts at home, always good. But given it's wet weather, I think Melbourne's contested midfield can really get on top here. But anyway, speaking of him, here's a chance. Smith can't pick up the footy. Petrarca brings the heat. Guthrie, oof, look like high. Nothing there. 𝐓𝐻𝐿𝐴 with a good tackle. Minute and a half to play. Can the D's grab a quick goal and head in the halftime sheds with the lead? 23 inside 50s each for both teams. 14-9 this quarter Melbourne's way. 𝐓𝐻𝐿𝐴 hacks it out of there with a rebound. But they sent up well here. Lever with the punch. Will it come back in? Close. Jeez, that was a clever kick out to Guthrie. But just look at that. They just set up so well. Through Lever again. And now he can go out. Towards 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. And a kick inside 50. Not really the greatest kick. Doesn't really favour Gawn. The ball's at ground level here for some team to get it. 𝐓𝐻𝐿𝐴 did well. The kick is not a good one. And yep, goes for a point. Thought I heard a whistle. 31 all. 49 seconds to play. Another bloody player down. Looks like it's 𝐓𝐿𝐴 𝐿𝐴. Yeah, just got probably knee in the back, I think, from his teammate again. Jez, what's with this friendly fire stuff we're seeing today? Anyway, 𝐓𝐻𝐿𝐴 reads the ball well. Hand pass inboard to 𝗍𝐼𝐵. Now Brayshaw. He's in a good spot here for a chance for a goal. And, almost a mark from Smith. Or defender from Stewart. And they do hit the lead, Melbourne. By very small margins, of course. Who's your favourite AFL player? Mine's Dusty. Love Dusty. Favourite AFL player of all time? I don't know. Always loved Brady Kirk from the Swans. Don't really have a favourite player, I guess you can say. Anyway, now, May could take the intercept. Gotta be free later anyway. Stephen May now plays on. One last chance here for Melbourne to maybe get a mark inside 50. Close. It's going to be front and contact anyway. Petrarca not happy. But I'll do it for the first half. So the rain's starting to come down. Really starting out. Well, really it is all about now contest possessions. Pretty heavy in the contest. And Melbourne were able to
get them more time in their forward half there that quarter, and very unconvincingly kicked their way into the lead by 1 point. They lead at halftime, 4-8 to 4-7. Both teams terribly inaccurate. But I'm loving this contest. I think in the coalface, it's been hard. It's been competitive. It's been really, really strong. Have a look at these team stats. Good luck to 14K. Hey, cheers, mate. Appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're 13 away from 14K. Or it's the milestone the YouTubers dream of, 14K. But no, I always appreciate the support, everyone. Some of these stats at half time, just the 1 point margin. 26 inside 50s to 23. So yeah, the D's won the inside 50s convincingly in that second term. They are winning the clearances and the stoppages, +6, +7 stoppages and +6 clearances. The Cats are winning the contested possessions, so they are matching well in that department. I think Bruin's been one of the leaders in there, and of course Max Holmes too. Atkins is having a decent game, but their ball movement struggled a little bit that second term. I think it was a bit more about the Demons. And yeah, Brad Close has been spending a bit of time on the ball as well. He's been quite decent too. Anyway, these stats at half time. So, disposal leader is of course none other than Brad Close, 15 touches, 14 to Petrarca. Clearance leader Petrarca with 6. He's starting out. Take is really getting into this game. Bruin with 5. His possession 6 for Hibbard, Lever, and Rivers. Yeah, inside 50s 4 to Salem and Bowes. So yeah, not a bad first half. This is. I still think Melbourne, given the conditions and their team on paper, should be able to really get on top of the third quarter. I thought they were really won that second term quite well. A 2-goal 7 to 1-goal 3 quarter it was in the Melbourne's way. So really, it could be up by more. Anyway, the pass of time. Let's get a bit of a. We'll do the daily war pool like we always do, and then we might do one of those Sporkle quizzes we'll continue on from last week. So let's do that now. Let's see who the daily war pool is today. Okay, let's see the silhouette. Oh, is that my man, Tom Hickey? Is it Jesus? No, it isn't. It is not at all. But it's from a bordering state, so it's either Queensland or Victoria. Who would that be? A bit of long hair. Look like Hickey straight away. Where's number 31? Not really good with Guernsey numbers anyway. Under 32. So right off the bat, bit of a doozy here. Who would this be? Who could this be? What's the chat saying? Oh, McCree, yeah. No, that is true. I think it is McCree. I was trying to think of players that have long hair. But there we go, Barry McCree. Lovely. Okay, well that was quick. Let's do the Legends game. So we were all for this one. Is Jeremy Cameron in here? Looks like him a little bit. Okay, so he's played for 2 teams. It's a forward, I'm guessing. And hasn't won a... What does it mean if it's yellow? Is within 3. Okay, so he's either won 4 premierships or he's won none, or 3 or 2. Okay. Oh, so he's a forward as well. That hair gives it away a little bit too. You know, like turn your head so you get like a bit of a better angle and everything as well.
Or to just start punting guesses, I think. There's under 196. It's a high number. We'll just go Milne for this. I know it isn't Milne, but we'll just go for it just to see what opens up. Alright, so medium forward hasn't won a flag. It's a high number. Jeez, over 44. He's played for 2 teams. And it's a team that has white colours, I'm guessing. Because if you look here, Geelong and the Saints, both their teams matte. It's both yellow. So that means, I mean, obviously these 2 teams have white. So it could be a team that wears white. So I'm thinking the Swans. No, Tom Lynch has won a flag. It's a team that hasn't won. It's a player that hasn't won a premiership. Gordon Petrarca crying the umpire again. Boys, grow up. Oh, were they? Bloody hell, I didn't see that. It just looks like Jeremy Cameron from this angle, like an earlier picture. The team that wears white, so all I can think of is, you know, obviously it's like North Melbourne and stuff. But it's a high number as well, like over 44. Like bloody hell. Nah, Lynch has won a flag. It's a player with 0 premierships. Could be a Crows player, blue and red. Yeah, it could be. It's a player that's played for 2 teams. We're going Marek because we had him last week. Okay, so it is a Crows player. That was good there from you, Doper. Another bloody Crows player though. We had this last time. 𝐓𝐴𝐷𝐼𝐻𝐵. I doubt he'd be on the Legends side of. Yeah, I doubt he'd be on the Legends one. Tex Walker. He's played for 2 teams. He debuted. I mean, his last game was like 2018, 2019. Medium forward as well. Now, is it the other Tom Lynch? In fact, hold up. Was Prime and everyone saying, and Oliver actually saying Lynch the Adelaide one, or were you saying the Richmond one? Because it could be the actual Lynch. It isn't. Not a bad shout though. It's a high number. I can't think of a player that has a high number. Matthew Wright. Okay. Back he's in. Is it right? Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Yeah, lovely there from you, Oliver. 5 guesses, not bad. We were unable to get it last week. Beautiful. There we go. Right, let's move on to the Sporkle quiz, shall we? I remember we did that Sporkle one last week. It was a good one. It was like a massive ass bloody chain quiz. It was like 100 long. Where is it again? I think it was this one. Yeah, 100. Bloody hell. It took us a while to do this. I have to remember the bloody ones. Okay, so, yeah, I think it will be. I have to bloody zoom it out. Can you see that? I think you can. No, might have to zoom it out some bloody more. AFL. 2022 by Geelong. It was 81 against this side, the Swans. It was the middle 3, which is 𝐼𝐻𝐵 Parrish's number, which is true. He did in the Anzac Day. It was Pendlebury. It used to be James Hird. It was against West Coast. It's Dom Sheed. It's false. Andrew Brayshaw. Angus. Where did the other Brayshaw go? James Brayshaw. North. 1975. 𝐓𝐴𝐷𝐼𝐻𝐵. I think it was St Kilda. They won 8. Oh, which fucking 8 was it? Yep. It was 11. Port Adelaide, I think it was. Yeah, I think we agreed on Port. I'm pretty sure Port were 11th. Where are they? I remember this last week. We were stuck on this one. Where the fuck's Port? Are they not even on here? So the teams we've got is Richmond, they weren't. Melbourne, no. Geelong. Essendon weren't. And I don't think Adelaide were. You going to Sporkle, Noah? It's on that website. Yeah, bloody hell. On 11th in 2022. I swear that was like Port Adelaide or something. No, off we go again. It's the pain of it. When you get one wrong, you got to start all again. Like, Jesus Christ. Fucking, I'm not even paying attention. Okay, AFL. Geelong. 81. Swans. Third. Parish. True. Herd, West Coast, 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴, False, Andrew, Angus, James, North, 75, 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴, St Kilda, on 8, they finished with 11, and ended up at this spot. Oh, wait, no. It ended up at this spot. Yeah, I think it was the like the actual position. So yeah, they finished 10th. There we go. I was thinking about the team that finished 11th. Not reading the questions bloody rightly. Come on. Which is the amount of goals this play kicked 250th game against West Coast? Was this last year or was this year? Oh, Taylor Walker. I mean, was it? Yeah. Played his first game in 2009, I want to say. Yep. Which was the year this team shockingly didn't make finals. Oh, God. 2009. Don't know. Was it? This is going to just have to be a bit of a guess. Might go with Essendon. Could be Essendon? 2009. Was there like a team in 09? I mean, obviously, I can't remember. I was fucking 6 or 7 years old. Too busy bloody, I don't know, playing Wii Sports or something. I can't remember. 2009. Is it? I might go Hawks. Did they make finals the next year? I'm just going to go with the Hawks. There we go. As our premiers, yeah, 2008. His current coach was in the 2008 Premiership team. Stuart Dew. Oh my God, 𝐸 disposals. You're taking the piss. Well, it's either 28 or 29. I got 29. Of course it's not. Alright, well, probably 28 then. Because surely he's had more than... Surely he's at least had fucking 20 in his career. Or 28. Yep. Gotta start all again. Fucking hell. It's just you know, memory. It's just memory now. So 3. Players number. Parish. True. Here in the Anzac Day. Pendlebury. Herd. West Coast. Sheed from the boundary. Where is the Sheedster? There he is. False. Andrew, Angus, James, North, 75. 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴, St Kilda. So it was 8, 11, 10. Tex, 09. Hawthorn, 2008. Stuart Dew. Okay, so let me look. So who has a career high disposals of something? So it can't be 72. It can't be any of this. It has to be 28. There we go. Oh my God. What's with all these Stuart Dew questions? It says 2023 quiz, and we're getting questions in 2008 and shit. Well, I'll go 2005 maybe because that was probably near his prime, but you know I'll get the wrong one. I get the right one. Against, oh my god. This is just a piss take. We've got about 5 teams here. I'm just going to have to guess one. Oh, Collingwood. Got it wrong. Okay, so maybe Essendon. Bloody hell. G'day, VD. Back for an hours. And yeah, g'day, Garth. Any word on what the Essendon logo would change to? Yeah, I mean, probably just because I haven't done it in like since the turn of the century. I mean, I haven't changed their logo at all. I don't know what they're actually going to actually change it to, but probably just the rebranding style. Like, I think they should still keep the Bombers text and the jet obviously in there too. But yeah, probably just a new style and everything. Same should be going for St Kilda too. They haven't changed their logo in a while. But yeah, you know, I think it could look pretty clean if it's if it actually looks good in the end. Anyway, back to bloody this. Driving me nuts. 2004 West Coast. Dom Shade. False. James North. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 you beauty. I play for this famous club, St Kilda. 8, 11, 10. Tex. First game in 09. Hawthorn. 08. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 28, which you did in 2005. Back to this one. Bloody hell. Hopefully it ends close. Not much tonight. Rolls down in the old COVID and it's hit me for 6. I'll be back in the next stream. Yeah, yikes. Sorry to hear that, Rolly. Hopefully you recover well, mate. On the mend soon. Yeah, take care, man. Oh, God. Bloody this one. Why are we getting this? Like, 𝐓𝐡𝐞 statistics. Oh, wow. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 disposals. Fucking hell. Could be the Bombers again. So we tried Collingwood. Just go Essendon. Nope, not Essendon. Oh, goodness gracious me. Won the grand final by 81 against this side, the Swans. Third. Oh, bloody hell. Absolute stitch up this. Why can't we actually have a quiz that's just only 2023? Bloody hell. Oh, mate's just bending the rules, whoever made this one. The first grand final in 75. 𝐓𝐡𝐞, St Kilda. As many games in 2022. 8, 11, 10. Tex. 2009. Hawthorn, 08. Alright, back to this crap. 28, 2005. So we've gone Collingwood and we've gone Essendon. Could be the Crows, because he's playing for Port. We'll go with them. Fucking course not. Alright, so it's not Adelaide, it's not Collingwood, it's not Essendon. Ugh. With our luck, we'll probably go all over the teams and we'll bloody get the correct one, the last guess. Possible or some shit. Sydney. Swans. Third. Parish. True. Big game was Anzac. Pendles. Heard. West Coast. Sheed. False. Andrew, Angus, James. Prominent role at this club. North. 75. 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Well, the players are back out. Bloody hell, I actually want to sort of at least attempt. So we'll be quick. Alright, so 8, 11, 10. Tex. 2009. Hawthorn. 2008. 𝐓𝐡𝐞. 28. 2005. Okay, so we've gone Adelaide, we've gone Collingwood, we've gone Essendon. We'll go Carlton. Wrong. Fuck this game. Jesus Christ. Anyway, quickly, we're back in the second half. Let's get this underway. Not liking that bloody quiz, but we'll obviously keep on attempting as we go throughout the streams and everything. Anyway, third term, we'll get this show on the road. As I click the wrong fucking button. But we've still got a game here. Just the 1 point margin. Looks like the rain's cleared up a little bit. But yeah, probably will still be still damp and wet out there with the conditions. 4 goals 8, 4 goals 7. Yeah, bloody hard to rush that one. The old quiz. Alright, tracks ball. I think it was holding free. He's going to launch it now inside 50. Have they got a mark inside 50 yet tonight, Melbourne? Bloody hell, it feels like they haven't. Cool, 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐼 was that ball. He put the arm out. No, but it isn't. 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐼. Good tackle there on views. Ball up. Now, how about that? 47 tackles to 29 Melbourne's way. Definitely brought up the heat in the second term. I think the Cats are winning the tackling count at quarter time. Petrarca now, high snap. It's not going to have the distance nor the accuracy, but he sits it up towards Van Rooyen. The tap was nice, brings it down to ground. The hands were good from Van Rooyen there. Chandler plays the high, but he's able to come crashing through. And geez, he takes it advantage and misses. He's got to be kicking that. Jeez, I wish he could have had that free kick instead. Stewart now hands it out to Duncan, and Duncan's kicks poor straight down 𝐸𝐵's throat. 𝐸𝐵 now sets it up towards the top of the square, almost gone. Stewart almost with a mark too. O'Connor. Now Duncan ran the corner, not a good kick. Just had a few terrible turnovers, and Grundy off the turnover goes short to 𝐓𝐿𝐼 Hunter. I don't think he has it. Does he have it in him? Melbourne started well so far this third term. Around the ball. How's the kick? He's going to set it up in the direction of Gawn. De Koning had a good position, but dropped the mark. And Gawn tackles 𝐵𝑒ws. Brayshaw now, pick up, pretty good, hands it out, bit of a bobbling ball for Langdon to try and get. 𝐸𝐼 with the long sleeves on now after half time. 𝐻𝐵BD now, just a high entry. He's got to go here, Chandler. Jeez, a small man almost. The ball from Blitzarv's good. Holmes soccers it forward. Hawkins, obviously not 15, he can quickly peel off and play on. That's a great kick. Max Holmes again. No, sorry, that's 𝐼𝐻𝐼. Over the top now to Rowan. He can stroll in towards goal here. Got to be accurate. The kick, it's right down the pipe. Geelong, beautiful end-to-end there. And the back and front. 5 goals, 7:37. 4 goals, 9:33. And just like that, beautiful ball movement results in the goal. Beautiful from Hawkins, though. 𝐻𝐼 straight to that attack. Peeled off. And they had the overlapping numbers over the top. And Rowan again. Another one. Important snag there, obviously. Still got a go around in the old legs. What is he, 32, 33? He's pretty old. Back in the middle we go. Grundy and Stanley guard it. No one wins that clear tap, but Stanley taps it forward. Sock in the mid-air, almost there from 𝐸𝐼. 𝐼𝐗𝐼. Really the greatest hand pass for Sale and put him under the pump. But he breaks the tackle very nicely and hacks it forward. Bobbling ball towards a one-on-one. Jordan. Just gets the hands out. Myers. Pressure was good from Petrarca now. Atkins out to Smith. And kick around the corner is not good. 𝐸𝐵's ball. But it's going to be a free here Geelong. I think it's going closest way for a holding. So 15 touches in the first half for Close. And now he goes inside 50 towards the pocket. Launching is the big man Stanley. Into the side this week for more height. And can he kick an important goal here for Geelong to extend their lead? So for an opportunity to make it 2 goals in a row here for Geelong in this second half. The kick hits the post. Unlucky. 5-point margin it is now. Stephen May now out to Salem and he gets the kick away. Joel Smith. Good hands. Brayshaw. Fast hands again and Bruin with a beautiful tackle on Neil Bullen. Umpire's ball. Grundy now. Viney. He's been pretty clean tonight. I think Jack Viney in the cold face, but the kick's not good there. 𝐼𝐿𝐴 near the intercept. Now hits the 45 out towards Hawkins, but yeah, that's going to be advantage paid. Hibbert came in way too late. Stengel now. Damaging kick towards the pocket. Henry. Oh, almost took a beautiful mark. But it's carried over the line for a boundary throw. He's unlucky there. Henry almost took a ripper. May now out of the fence. It's a touch footy out of bounds. Just Cuts fans aren't happy with that one. Oh, Zach Smith. Hacky kick inside 50. Lever did well. Viney. Out to Langdon. Hands are nice here from a few Melbourne players. McVee. Langdon. Boots it forward. And it's a push out free Geelong's way. Henry's ball. Tom Stewart now. Damaging kick out towards the wing. 𝐼𝐿𝐴 couldn't hold on. Good pressure from Fritsch. Plays for the hold. Taps it out. Chandler under it. Hands were nice. Now Viney. Breaks the Bruin tackle. Oh, offloads the hand pass just in time. Gone now. Neil Bullen again. Good hands here from Melbourne. It's Sparrow now. Measures the kick. Good ball there from Stewart. And it finds the boundary line. Beautifully defended that was from Stewart, of course. Messi, Ronaldo, I don't really have either, mate. Like them both, I guess. Tanner Bruin now. Twisting, turning, gets the kick forward. Lever under it. Now gone. Goes back to May. And with a nice composed kick finds Tom Sparrow on the wing. So it's a bit of a repeat here for Melbourne from that first term. They're struggling to really find anything efficient in their forward half. As soon as it goes in there, it just seems they give away a free kick. Now towards the next contest. Ball from Stanley was good. Falls beautifully to Bowes. Goes towards the direction of Stengel and he gets a high free here. Jeez, that's no good for Melbourne with Bowes. Bit of an injury now. Duncan. Just outside the 50 here for the Cats. Could he unload? Or is he going to set it up? He's going to set up with a low kick. But 𝐸𝐵 in a good position. Obviously another one of these players for the D's who have, you know, managed to play every game, I think, this year. Steve May's kicks poor. Out in the full. Kick inside 50, not clean. 𝐸𝐴𝐻𝐾 picks it off in the air. Brayshaw, that's a lovely kick. Finds Chandler in the midfield. Floating forward, but Chandler elects just to go out the side of Brayshaw. Hands it out to big 𝐼𝐵. Offloads it out to 𝐸𝐵. And a short one to Langdon. And he goes again, 𝐸𝐵 here. And a short kicking ball, just not a good one. Can't find Rivers. Jeez, he does well on the 1-on-3 though. Does beautifully well. Neil Buller now. Hands it out again to 𝐸𝐵. Short kick, nice, 𝐼𝐵. That's really well done there from the young man of 𝐸𝐵. Constantly involved in that side of the ground and finds 𝐼𝐵, who needs to convert here to regain the lead for Melbourne. Just 4 touches for Pickett tonight, though. Apart from his sock in the air, hasn't done much. 𝐼𝐵. And he slot this home. Bronx cheers instantly. Sneaks in for a point. 4 goals, 10 for Melbourne tonight, though. Bloody hell. And 5 goals, 8 for Geelong. Both teams terribly inaccurate. No, I think he re-signed, no, I'm pretty sure. For a pretty big deal, I think it was. It was like a month ago. And out. Myers keeps it in. Falls Atkins beautifully on a plate, but Gawn just sitting on there. Oh, but he's dropped the mark. You're kidding me. Bloody hell, 𝐸𝐵 takes it on. That could be ball. And it is. But geez, that is terrible from Gawn. He should not be dropping that at all. And Close, who's having a good game, can go back and extend Geelong's lead from the set shot.
Just a mistake there from Max to drop the simple chest mark. Gave Close the chance.
And Close now can go back and slot it home. Doesn't have the distance and sneaks for a point. Rush behind. But yeah, close game's been pretty good so far. 18 disposals, 2 tackles, 12 contest possessions. Very good stat sheet. May now out of the fence. Gawn under it, can't take the mark. Quick kick from Bowes. Inside the 50 here. Myers gets the hands out. 𝐻𝐵 under pressure. Don't think that can be deliberate. There was teammates out there. Umpire's ball it is. 30 kicks and 8 handballs for Geelong. Demons 28 and 31. So yeah, the Cats have all been about the foot in this third term. Seems to be working though. Gawn, Close. Brewer now. Jeez, what is that for a souring ball? I mean, it sort of works. Looked like it was going for goal. It looked like it was just a bit of a shit kick on there. But Rowan now able to recollect. Ooh, Duncan, not a good kick there. It was smothered. But the pressure was good from him again. The repeat effort's beautiful. Hands it over now. Ollie Henry now centering ball. Falls straight to 𝐸𝐻𝐾 and he gets it out of there. But they have the numbers flowing back here. Through. Guthrie couldn't take the mark. Pickett breaks the Hughes tackle. Chandler now. They can go here, Melbourne, if they're clean enough. Jordan. Oh, just can't be clean there. 𝐼𝐵 just trying to soccer it forward. Very nicely there, done there from Henry. Leaves his man, but that's going to be deliberate. Or is it a skill error? Throw it in. Wow. Jez, I mean, from what we've seen this year, that usually is deliberate, but umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt. With just the skiller there. Anyway, now Langdon. It's a high ball inside 50. Ooh, backwards ball there from the cutting. Always risky. 𝐴𝐥𝐼𝐿 taps it towards the boundary line and Guthrie brings it over. 8.5 minutes to play this third term. Cats have been able to claw themselves into this third term pretty nicely, I'd say. Competing well in that midfield and obviously kicked that lovely goal for 𝐴𝐥𝐼𝐿 for them to regain the lead, but just points. That's all it is really, this whole game. 4 goals 10 to 5 goals 9 to 𝐼𝐿. Hacks out of the 50, only as far as Rivers, and that's obviously in front on contact for his weight. G'day Eric, welcome back to the stream, mate. Magpie supporter, as you know, but high interest in this game. Cats seem to be coming good. They always, you always got to give them, you know, a bit of respect. Honestly, they were last year's premiers, and they can always be strong, but they're inconsistent. But you know, at home usually expect them to be good here. But Van Rooyen with a beautiful mark, and he can put the D's back in front. That's some sort of a mark, considering as well these wet weather footy conditions. Great mark. Beautiful. She'll kick this goal directly in front. 3 go in the lead here for Melbourne. Jacob Van Rooyen. Already a cult figure. No wonder why I wanted him at the bloody Swans. But he puts it home. Van Rooyen. Now the Roos. 5 goals 10 to 5 goals 9. Just the 1 point game it is again. Just like half time. 6 disposals, 3 marks, and now a goal is named Van Rooyen tonight. Yeah, this game's proven to be a pretty even one still, though. I think the Cats have started this third quarter well with moving the ball okay. And the important thing is I think they are winning. They are, for the most part, doing really well in the contested game. Well, that is Melbourne's Onewood. Bit of a goal-for-goal affair now this second term. Goal each for both teams. Gawn just leaves it behind him in the ruck. And a clearance coming the Cats' way. Oh, bit of friendly fire, I think that is. Isaac Smith a chance. Can't get a disposal. Didn't have Pryor anyway, so couldn't have been holding the ball. Langdon just gets the hands out. Stengel's pressure is good. McPhee soccers it out. Only as far as Atkins. And, geez, beautiful movement there, but not a good hand pass. Salim now to Langdon. And he gets the kick down towards the line. Van Rooyen plays the free. Nothing there. Oh, unrealistic attempt anyway. Mark O'Connor's ball. Well, that could have been an unrealistic attempt. Looked like Van Rooyen was playing for the free. Right now, lever. Beautiful mark. Corridor kick now. Finds Petrarca. Quick hands over the top to McVee. And he can go here. It's a point 50-50 here for both teams. Fritsch with a good tackle on Henry. Ball still alive. Bowes at ground level. Can't be clean enough. Soccer's galore at the moment. No one can pick up the footy. Pig with a good tackle there on Stanley. Is Jake Riccardi from GIS any good? He's a bit of a VFL specialist, as they say. No, he's very good in the twos, but the ones he can sort of, you know, stagnate a little bit with his stats, and he can sort of, you know, be a little bit hit and miss. But I mean, he kicked 5 against Freo, which was very good. And yeah, the Giants are throwing around the magnets a bit. They're throwing 𝐼𝐿𝐵BLE back in the fence, Haynes around the fence a little bit, and they have a few key position players back there. So I guess it does free up Riccardi a little bit. He's had a few decent games this year, but he's still young, and yeah, definitely he's going to be attracting some interest from a few teams, and I think Hawks is one of them. Wishing Fred didn't drop the bag after the bye. Yeah, I mean, all the teams are pretty poor off the bye, Dill. But yeah, no, I think Freo have fallen out of touch a little bit. Just their effort, their contested work has been really poor as of late. That game was insipid against the Giants, what they played. Anyway, you had another hacky inside 50 for the D's, but O'Connor's able to rebound. Sparrow couldn't take the mark. Can he get his own ball here? He can't. Close. Does well to hold it in there and win the stoppage. Umpire's ball. Gore now, tap. Around the corner now from Jordan. 𝐴𝐥𝐻𝐿 in a good spot. Oh, his teammate got on the way there. Not able to take the mark. Pickett in the good spot here. The clean-up was good. The snap. Right through the middle. 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐿 Pickett's got his second. Huge goal there for Melbourne. And they extend their margin out to 7 points. 5 goals 9 to 6 goals 10. The cheer squad like it. .457 to play in this third term. Melbourne with 2 in a row. Just the 3 goals this term 2 as well. So it is low scoring. But I have a little faith anyway. Yeah, I think Freo will... I mean, it's a good chance this week against the Dons. Who are a pretty respectable side this year, and you've got to treat him well. That's no good for these fans, though. Grundy looks like he's walking in the sheds. He's got a jacket on. Beautiful from 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐿 there. Huge goal. Can they start to get on a roll here? Going with the clearance. He's going to have to obviously do a lot of work in this second half with Grundy looking like he's out of the game. Stewart on ground level couldn't do much. Holmes now whacks it forward towards the wing. Well done from 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐿. Jeez, 𝐵V's playing a good game. Viney able with a clean pickup, able to back him up. 1-2 he plays. Oh, what a pickup from Viney. Just going to continue to hack it forward. Stengel now does so. Towards the wing. Hawkins just pushes out his opponent with ease. Nice slap there from Ollie Henry. Hawkins. Oh, look at the mobility. He's still got the old man. Boots it forward towards the one-on-one. Rowan playing out of the square. The pickup, nice. The centering ball. Oh, that's exquisite, Bruin. He can't get there. Well defended from Hunter. Ball still alive here. Stanley, quick hand pass to Bruin. He gives it back now to 𝐚𝐿𝐴𝐿 to the pocket. Short kick, Ollie Henry. Ooh, bloody hell. Well, they got it working there, Geelong. Having to go out the other side. And I think their pressure's been quite decent in their forward half, I think, Geelong at times. And it was good there off the turnover. And yeah, Rowan again. So yeah, 𝐵𝐴𝐿𝐴 going to be warming up. And looks like Grundy's going to be subbed out. Wally Henry, can he keep the cuts in touch a bit? And bring it back to a point in the kick. It looked good, but just didn't drift back. 6-point game now it is. Sale Mel goes short. Finds Stephen May. And May now out of the fence. Towards a 2-2. Van Rooyen competes. Gone, that was a nice tap to Sparrow, but he couldn't get it at effective disposal. Smith holds up 𝐚𝐿𝐴𝐿 very well. Ball up. Bose now breaks away. Oh, that's a poor kick. Is that deliberate? Yes, it is. Okay, Brody, if you're stuck on a deserted island with 3 AFL players, who would you choose? Good question. I don't know. Well, I'll probably choose, like, I don't know, Jared Witts or someone tall. So, like, you know, want to see a bit of height is useful around the island. Like, you know, anything that is tough to reach, he can do. Oh no, you need like a tough nut, I reckon. Tough mentality person. So you'd pick two pretty good people to work with. I don't know, I have to think about it. Alright. Petrarca now back to Sparrow. Gets the kick forward towards a one-on-one. Falls out over the top here. 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐿 and 𝐚𝐿𝐴𝐿. 𝐼𝐿𝐴 with a good tackle. You're only throwing. Okay, so James Jordan subbed out instead of Grundy. So yeah, just 9 touches for James Jordan. He's been a little bit quiet, I think, this year. Lucky Hunter. And pass wasn't good enough. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to play in this third quarter on the countdown clock. Melbourne by 6. Grundy's free for eye contact. Locking on to now, centre wing, commentary side. What can he do? Look the goods here again, Melbourne, this third quarter, but very, very low scoring. Goals are coming at a premium. Nice picker from Chandler Sparger out in the ground. His first touch, instantly tackled. Other ball up here. Holmes with a nice tackle there on Viney. Another ball up. Van Roy, the hit out falls to Viney. Can he hack one through? Inaccurate, but falls to the boundary. Stanley with the hit out. Brayshaw. Hunter now out to Viney. He's having a good quarter. Viney, oh geez, that's a poor kick. Oh, Piggott just pushes out his opponent, breaks the tackle, gives it to Petrarca, the snap. It's going to bend. Oh, it's the wrong side of the post. Thought it was a home. Geez, that was some clean play there from a few Melbourne forwards. But it's a handy point to Melbourne. Margin now at 7. 6 goals, 11 to 5 goals, 10. Guthrie now hacks it out of the fence. Have numbers back there, Melbourne, but Blitzhalf's too strong in the air. Oh, jeez, touch ball. Hunter now. Hands it over. That's a poor kick. Straight abuse. Who's now just down the line. Brayshaw in a good spot, couldn't hold on. Blitzhalf smacks it forward. 33 seconds of play here. Can a team get a goal? Salem. Oh, hands weren't good there. Maybe off. Here come the Cats. Maybe Isaac Smith breaks free. Who can he find inside 50? Well defended from Lever. Ball still alive here. Hawkins tries and slaps it out. He can't. Henry can't get a clean pickup. Jeez, was he without the footy there? Crowd moans, groans for that appeal. Nothing given. 11 seconds. Forward 50 stoppage here for Geelong. Can they sneak one through perhaps? Hit out from Grundy. Hawkins. Okay, so Siren's going to beat the Cats here unless a free is called from this ball up. And there we are. 6 goals, 11, 5 goals, 10. Got a bit of a close game here for your Thursday night. 7-point margin it is. Here's Hawkins not happy, complaining to the umpire. But yeah, another bloody highly competitive third term we did witness there. Pretty, just obviously weather footy really, a lot of turnovers, a lot of poor disposals, but strong in the contest from both teams. 37 inside 50s apiece. But the D's are starting to get the better on top of Geelong, I felt, in that third quarter in terms of around the footy. Plus 11 clearances, plus 14 stoppage clearances, plus 10 contest possessions. And obviously a pretty low marking game too. Anyway, disposal lead is 24 for Petrarca. He's putting together a pretty good game. 9 clearances he's got. He's been pretty good in the midfield. Same with this man, Viney. 21 and 4 clearances. 21 touches for Brad Close. And he's the contest possession leader for Geelong with 13. And for the game too. Petrarca with 10 contest possessions. NSF possessions, Lever's been strong again. He's got 10. 8 for Rivers. Centre clearances, 3 for Blitzards. Inside 50s, 5 for Bowes. Tackles inside 50. Chandler has 3. But yeah, it was a 2-goal-free quarter to a 1-goal-free quarter Melbourne's way. So yeah, still score-wise pretty close, but felt Melbourne were probably a little bit better around the ball. A bit more time in their forward half, but
But it's just been a bit of a seesawing game, really. This one, Geelong really in the lead for most of the first half, but Melbourne have been able to probably wear on as the game goes on a little bit better around the ball. Should be a good last term, though. I mean, it's low scoring. It's only 7 points, so could be anything. Maybe go off the siren, maybe a draw. Who knows? G'day, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 and Beckham. Come on, Cats, you two stay. And hopefully I get home. Just, as a neutral, just want a close, good game of footy, I think. What's a live low looking like? So if the D's get home here, they'll move into third. They're currently on 131.7%. Pretty strong. Yeah, really pretty much the top three are Collingwood, Port and Melbourne. Whilst Brisbane are sort of the fourth best, but it's a big game tomorrow night. Fourth versus fifth. But it feels weird, you've got St Kilda, you've got Essendon in that range for top four. You got teams like on paper should be doing better. Bulldogs, Richmond, Geelong, still Sydney who are at 15th. Very, very unpredictable season, I think, for the most part with a few teams. And the finals race is still on for Geelong, obviously. Need to win this game to keep in touch with the 8. They moved into 9th if they win. But probably won't get ahead of Adelaide, who do have more percentage than them. Not many multiple goal scorers for this one. Joel Smith with 2, Rowan with 2, and 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 just with the 2 goals. What's the metres gained? Stephen May leading on the ground with 536. You'd thunk it. To be fair, every disposal from Stephen May is usually just a long hoof anyway. Anyway, big fourth term coming up. It's just 7 points. Important for both teams. Need for Geelong to win to stay in the finals hunt, and the Melbourne for the D's just to continue to cushion themselves in the top 4. Going to be a real scrap this last quarter. Yeah, I think so, man. Well, players now returning back to positions for a very, very entertaining, exciting final term. Probably not, because it's just going to be contest after contest and stoppage after stoppage, but still should be close. Still feel like it is swinging towards the D's with how they are going around the ball. But from what the Cats were able to do in that third term, they got a few goals against the grain. As obviously, when they move the ball in their forward half, it can be deadly. Cameron has obviously the Gabbert's absence with Cameron off the hospital has hurt them this game. But they are competing well, Geelong. They're still in this game. Big fourth term coming up here. Cats trial by 7. Fourth term underway.
It's going to be an important first goal for both teams, I think, whoever can get it. Close now. Hand pass is good. Bruin now. He can have a shot, a goal. Oh, the torp. Don't tell me. Goes for a point. Well, inside 15 seconds, Geelong remove that handy point, and now it's just a 6-point game. Hibbert now out of the fence. Gawn's got to be big in this final term. He's been quiet tonight. Petrarca turns it over straight to 𝐼𝐸, and that kick could work for Henry. Oh, he drops the mark. It's not good there. Atkins with a careful soccer, but Rivers able to intercept. Clean play here from Melbourne as Petrarca now hoops it forward. Jeez, who was that to? Bit of a contest. That's a good kick, to be fair, because now 𝐓𝐸 was able to win that stoppage, but it was just that dangerous tackle that we've been seeing. Had that slinging motion and the head contact wasn't good. Guthrie now can go to Duncan, and he elects to go so. Wants to find that overlapping option. He's got Bruin on. Just goes short to him. He just marks it. Bloody hell, almost dropped that one. Bruin now down in towards the next contest. Lever with the spoil. Only as far as Buse, and he can hack it forward now. Deep entry here. Henry's in a good spot for the mark, perhaps. And he takes a beauty of the chest mark. How lovely is that from Ollie Henry? And he's always able to do those things. Very good overhead. And he can go back and slot this one home to make this all tied up. Beautiful mark. Can Ollie Henry slot this one home? To make this 47 all. The kick is on its way and it's home. Holds the line beautifully. All tied up now. 6 goals, 11 apiece. 47 all. Quick goal there for the Cats to kick off the 4th term. And Henry with the business there. Beautiful mark it was. And he does the job slotting it home. Anyway, now another clearance here for the Cats, and 𝐼𝐸's able to hack it inside 50. Almost close. Henry again. Hand pass is nice to Mitch Duncan. Kick's not good, but he finds the boundary. That's a good kick in the end because it wins the stoppage here. A deep forward 50 here for Geelong. Forward 50. Boundary throwing. A few minutes into this 4th term, it's all been Geelong so far. Petrarca gets it out of there. Oh, there's a chance now. Zach Guthrie, the check side. It's home. What a goal from Zach Guthrie. The check side in an inside outer, as BT would say. The Cats in front now. 6-point game. 2 quick goals to kick off the 4th term from them. Locking in their forward half beautifully, and Zach Guthrie, a lovely goal. Beautiful kick there. Sneaks in on the right side of the post. Had a great game last week, Zach Guthrie, and he kicks a much-needed goal there. Puts them in front. I've won all the clearances so far this 4th term. Now it's going to be a free to Gawn, however. 4 inside 50 to 𝐓𝐡𝐞 already for Geelong. Gawn now to boot it inside 50. De Koning's in a good spot. He taps it out in the direction of Tui. He's got to work here against Langdon. Ooh, the soccer. How's the umpire going to look at this? Oh, it's deliberate. Wow. Okay. It's unlucky from Tui because he sort of tripped over the ball. I don't know, he probably tried to act it, but Langdon can now set it up at the top of the square. Yeah, he sort of had that motion where it looks like he's kicking towards the boundary. I don't know. Anyway, Langdon now. Going to set it up. Who's up here for the D's? Oh, almost a chance with Van Rooyen. Gone is his chance. Stewart fumbles. Oh, it's socket, but he missed. Oh, Spargo from point blank range. I wish he had that one back. 5-point game now.
We've seen this movie before. Geelong and Melbourne at GMHBA. Grab your popcorn. Clear out. We passed the sequel, aren't we? We're the trilogy. We're the Rocky Four.
Stewart now the kick in. He goes out deep towards a one-on-one. Tui can't take the mark. Neil Bullen smacks it forward. 𝐓𝐡𝐿 dangerous in this area. The tap was nice. Langdon, oh, just dispossessed. What a defensive moment there from 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐿. Pickett trying to just weasel his way through, but Views able to regather it. Out of the pocket. Henry did well there. Boundary throw-in. Gawn and Stanley now. Gawn with a hit out. Oof. Salem. Not a good hand pass. Myers. Now it's Hibberd. Boots it forward. Wobbly kick inside 50. Stewart. Mr. Reliable with an important mark there. And now we'll go back to Jack Henry. Now out across Isaac Smith. Oh, dropped the mark there, Isaac Smith, but yeah, that's poor there. He just turns it over straight away to Langdon. Fritsch is all alone. Does he have leverage to get this mark, perhaps? Well defended from Henry. Van Rooyen at ground level. Oh, in the back, maybe. It's holding the ball. Well done there from 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐿. Great tackle. Just didn't have the awareness there, the young Van Rooyen, to do much. Lever. Couldn't take the mark. Henry. Jeez, that's beautiful from Henry. Oh, and this goes with a bit of an odd hand pass. Straight to 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐿. He acts it high. Stengel did well there to push it out for a boundary throw-in. Ooh, bloody hell, this is a heavily fought out and battled out and heavily contested game, this one. 2 quick goals to kick off the fourth term from Geelong. Put them up by 5. 15-14 to play in this fourth term. Gone with a hit out. Bruin under it. He's had a good night. Hand passes out to Holmes. Around the corner he goes. Lever just slams it forward. Rivers able to regather. And now the kick has to be good. It is, but Van Rooyen can't take the mark. +7 contest possessions here for the D's, but Geelong are beating them in that department this fourth term. Bruin wins the high free. Advantage taken through Bowes. May all defended with the spoil, but Hawkins able to regather here. Gets the hand pass out to Holmes. He can find someone inside 50. A chance for Henry almost. Petty. Oh, Hibberd beautifully done. How about that? The spin move and the hand pass was nice. Now it's Hunter. 2 bounces he takes and finally goes by foot. Not really the greatest kicks. Stewart under it with an important mark. Quickly goes now out of the other side. They could be out the other side here, Geelong. 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐿's on his left shoe. Out in a space of close. Oof, did the feint beautifully there. Isaac Smith breaks the tackle. Now on his left boot. It falls to 𝐼𝐷𝐷𝐿 beautifully. The dribbler. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have dribbled that one, given the conditions, but well defended on the line from Petty. Back to a 6-point game. I think Chris Scott would be happy with that one. Not really playing the percentages there, Mines, but he did well. How about it come out of nowhere and make an impact there? Anyway, lever now. Now boots it towards the wing, but another important contest mark for Geelong is taken. Through 𝐼𝐿𝐴 𝐿𝐴. A low kick, jeez, that's not a good one. Going to go straight, going to come straight back through Sparrow. Sparrow now out across to Langdon. Nice crafty kick to Rivers. He plays on towards a 2-on-2. 𝐓𝐿𝐴 good spot. Oh, he's left that one behind him. Pickett, what can he do here? Beautiful hand pass to 𝐓𝐿𝐴. Can he break free of the Atkins tackle? Neil Bullen with a fumble. Costly. Now it's Atkins to hack it out of there. And a beautiful kick. It falls right in the path of, I think that's Mark O'Connor. He can go now out towards the wing. Beautiful lead from Hawkins. Takes the mark. Who's he got at home? Tries a low kick, and that is beautiful. Straight to Gary Rowan. Nice play here from Geelong. Few marks in a row. It's about this kick, though, inside 50. Who can Rowan find? Rowan goes in long. Can they find a mark? Blitzarves with a beautiful mark. Oh, he used Sparrow like a stepladder and takes a beauty. Well, how good have they been in this final term, Geelong? Chance to kick 3 in a row and extend their margin out to 12 points. Huge mark. That was massive from Atkins, though. He brought the pressure and he was able to regather, kick around the corner, and they worked out the other side. Blitzarves with a beautiful mark. Can Blitzarves slot it home? He sure can. Geelong now by 12. Huge goal. 8 goals 12 to 6 goals 12. Much needed goal there. In the context of this game, and considering that goals are coming at a premium, D's really need to start in their straps now when going in their forward half. They've been non-existent, really, with anything good going inside 50. Beautiful from Blitzarves, but here comes Sparrow, just bursting out of the stoppage. Inside 50 he goes. Oh, well done from Henry in front position. Stewart, though, intervenes, and he just taps it to the boundary. Boundary throw-in. Total trash, as Steven says down. Yeah, the fourth term's been disappointing. Just out of touch, really, this final term. Haven't been able to get the ball in there inside 50 too much. Drop off and pressure, too, and around the ball as well. Need to respond. Grundy in the ruck. Close, jeez, he went head under there. Chance now for 𝐼𝐵NY. Hand pass out. Oof, almost there for Rivers. Booted out now from one of the 𝐴𝐿𝐴 defenders. He's got to be clean here. Hunter. Oh, the pressure from close is beautiful. Off the turnover now. Here come the 𝐴𝐿𝐴. It's Holmes. A 1-on-1 with Stephen May and Rowan. Does Rowan still have the leg speed? Oh, no, he can't. Stephen May doesn't have the legs, and Gary Rowan is going to kick a goal. Oh, he's been great tonight. 18 points in favour of the 𝐴𝐿𝐴s now. What a kick and what a goal. Wow. How big is that from Gary Rowan? That is huge. Another end-to-end goal. They just seem to get that kick out, the 𝐴𝐿𝐴s, and just find that loose play, and they're able to work off that. What a moment there for Gary Rowan. Huge stuff. 9 goals 12 to 6 goals 12 now. It's 18 points. Look at this relentless pressure, though. Hunting in numbers. Hunter just left alone on an island. Couldn't do much. And Rowan, you always knew he was going to outpace Stephen May there. May couldn't keep up. And Rowan, well, he's been good tonight. He's kicked 3. He's been huge again in this game. Who needs Jeremy Cameron when you got Gary Rowan? Oh, Bruin there. Gives away, holding the ball free. Probably awareness, Brody. That's all in game sense, really. And Sparrow now launches inside 50. Gone. Is he target here, maybe? Can't get a mark. Spargo. He was cleaning ground level there. Just to get the hand pass out, he can't. Jeez, look at this. The Geelong defenders just swarming around the ball. And another rebound comes their way. Henry with another slap forward. And they just seem to get this overlapping run going. And look at this, out the back. 𝐓𝐴 chance. It's just an overload of transition. Handboard now to Mitch Duncan. Can he fire it goal? It's going to bounce home. 𝐬𝐿𝐴 Duncan. Oh, this is just an avalanche now. What a goal from Duncan. And another goal. End to end for the Cats. It's 24 points all of a sudden. They've just broken this game apart. They've broken apart the Melbourne system. And they've been pretty good defensively tonight, the Ds. But it's just that one player at the back they've been able to just get, you know, they've just been able to execute and hit that target over the top and just chaos footy it down the other side of the ground. And just out the back business the Cats have been able to do. But that's only Henry. That was just beautiful. Look at this. Just hack it forward. 𝐓𝐴 just left alone. Hand pass in for the Duncan, and he casually waltzes in for a bit of a slider home. On fire all of a sudden, the Ds just left a bit shell-shocked, I think. They've been able to hit a few inside 50s and just a matter of 20 seconds later concede down the other end. That's a very uncharacteristic thing from the Ds, what we've seen this fourth term. There's now another clearance goes the Cats' way. Brayshaw strong in the air. Does he get paid the mark? He does. 10 minutes to go now on the countdown clock. The Ds need to go. All of a sudden, they're staring down the barrel. Been down by 24 points. Anyway, Neil Bullen's open here. He can get in and go. Inside 50. Just a lot of these long ball entries here for the Ds. And that's going to be rushed through. 23 points now it is. So this is where it's hurt them again, the Ds. Just a really inconsistent use in their forward half. You know, Bailey Fritsch has been quiet. Pickett's been up and down a little bit. I mean, Gawn's just overall been really, really, you know, in terms of impact on the scoreboard and aerial ability, he hasn't been able to do much. And when he's not clicking, they have struggling, you know, only putting on 49 points soon. They need to put on a bit of scoreboard pressure. Haven't been able to. Lachie Hunter now. Inside 50, just not a good kick. To a 2-on-1. Favouring the Cats and Kozzie Pickett going up. Isn't always going to be the greatest option. Anyway, O'Connor now out to Stewart. They can hoof it long. Towards the outer side. Lever very strong in the air. Still been in points tonight, Jack Lever, in the context of most of the game. Lever now inside 50. Here goes another high entry of the Ds. Can they finally find a mark through Gawn? DeConing with a nice spoil. Boundary throw in. Yeah, they could, Noah. They're lacking a little bit of Munger in that midfield at the moment. The Ds in this fourth term. Petrarca, can he kick a goal? He can't. Across the face. 22 points now. And 4 goals in 8 minutes and 38 seconds. Can they do it? Should you have dinner before the game? Yeah, no, I had it before the game, Brody. I mean, I started the streaming around 10 past, so yeah, had me dinner before that. Anyway, Guthrie now out of the fence. They just keep on peppering the Ds these last few minutes with a few repeated entries, but the Cats defence standing up tall. Grundy, another high entry. Can they find a mark here? The Ds. Well, sport from Stewart. And he wins the high free. Oh, I could have been out the back there through advantage, but I have to come back. Stewart's ball. He's been big this fourth term, Tom Stewart. Really big. A few intercept marks he's had. And overall, the Cats defence is really lifted this fourth term. Stewart now. Hoofs it long. But they just keep on locking it in their forward half at the moment, the Ds. Another mark. Viney inside 50. Well defended there from O'Connor. Guthrie, nice hand pass. Out to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐿. Now to Close. And what's the free? I think it's going to be a late hit against 𝐴𝐵𝗏𝗏. But this has been very, very disappointing for Melbourne this fourth term. Very uncharacteristic. A lot of just transition goals they've leaked out the back. But obviously that's not criticising the Cats. What a fourth term they've put together so far. Up by 22 with 7.5 minutes to play. 𝐓𝐻𝐿𝐿 under it. Oh, just the pressure. Couldn't get a good hand pass there. 𝐶𝐴𝐵𝗏𝗏 keeps it in just. No, he doesn't. Well, this is going to be huge if Geelong can hang on. In the context of their season, Hawkins out of the ruck. Couldn't get a clean kick. Rowan leaves it behind him. Brayshaw, Rowan chase after it. Henry, he's had a good fourth term. Bruin a chance. He can go for goal. Tanner Bruin, he's kicked the goal. Beautiful there from the new recruit. And that's probably the game now. 28 points. What a fourth term. It's been an avalanche from the Cats. Goal after goal. They've just left the D shell-shocked. And their pressure's been relentless too in this fourth quarter. Around the ball, around the footy. The D's just haven't been able to find an answer. 11 goals, 12 to 6 goals, 14 it is now. And there you go. Well, that is true, Eric, man. That's the thing always with the Cats. Like, just the inconsistencies this year. Like, are you going to back him in? Are you not? I still felt they were obviously going to be a very good chance here tonight. But look at this. Fourth term. It has been something special. Bruin kicks his second. He's had a good game. Let's see Bruin's stats. How's he going? 19 touches and 2 goals to his name. Putting together a good quarter. They were going in the middle. 𝐼𝐵𝗏𝗏. But look at this. Just around the ball. It's just been all about the pressure. Now Stephen May hoofs it out of there. Haven't been able to find an answer though inside 50. I mean, they haven't kicked they haven't kicked a goal this fourth term. Another really disappointing quarter here from Melbourne. Yeah, it certainly has, Nick. And this is the Geelong defence we know. Very, very strong last year. They've worked well together, really well tonight as a back six. But yeah, let's remember, fellas, if Adelaide loses by a margin against the Pies, the Cats will go in the top 8. Petrarca now drops the mark. Now out across to Tom Sparrow. Holds it in, Neil Bullen. 6.5 minutes to play. It's 28 points. Can they finally find a mark inside 50? Nothing from Petty. Petrarca a chance. He's going to go over the check side. Oh, no, he goes to the drop punt and he kicks a beauty. Nice goal there from the track. Oh, maybe a little bit of a glimmer of hope, perhaps. 22 points with 6:12 to play. Great goal from track. I have to say that's probably goal of the night, though. That was a beauty. I thought he went for the check side there, but he slots that beautifully. Well, 22 points. Can they do something here? The D's maybe start winning a few clearances, but not when there is the Geelong's pressure up and about. It's been great this fourth term. From Blitzarves there. Gawn hacks it forward in the hit out. 𝐼𝐵𝗏𝗏. Stewart with an important spoil. Only as far as Langdon though, but a good tackle from Stewart. He just gets the hand pass out though, Langdon. And 𝐼𝐵𝗏𝗏 in and under. Umpire's ball. Yeah, I'll probably have to do some sort of punishment if we somehow lose to them though. Bloody hell. Hopefully not. And Isaac Smith now sockers it forward. Lever. Jeez. Did well, but only Really hand pass it straight back to 𝐴𝐴𝐶𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. Inside 50 from Duncan. He's had a good game. Mitch Duncan. Oh, he falls over poorly there, Hibbard. But May's able to back his mate up and run with a great tackle. He's been big again this game. 5:26 to play in his fourth term. Cut should be home here, you'd think. Forward 50 stoppage in their favour. And Stengel brings it over. 𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐿 in the ruck. Brayshaw able to pick it up and hoof it out of there. They got their spare man back though of Stanley. Oh, but he misses the ball. But well recovered from Henry. 𝐷𝐞 now, a bit of a crafty kick on his left foot. Rivers with a good mark and he keeps it in. Now Langdon, that's a good short kick. Petrarca. Van Rooyen. They've got the spare man of Stewart. But, oh, Petty, that's poor. Couldn't keep it in. He's just been pretty mediocre tonight, Petty. Star defence had to swing forward, but hasn't really done too much. I know it concerns Melbourne. Yeah, well, this is something I've always said on the channel, Nick, like with Melbourne's forwards. Like, I think they just struggle to be just a really deadly, high damaging team on the scoreboard. They've always lacked that scoreboard pressure. And I mean, yeah, obviously, you look at it glass half full. Oh, they kicked 8 goals 18 against Collingwood. Could have won by more. Oh, they've kicked 7 goals 40 and you switch the goals around, they would be leading. But it is something, though. Like, I just think, like, I mean, obviously Van Rooyen's young and stuff, and you know they've been really mixing around with the key position plays and everything. You know, Ben Brown hasn't been playing, and McDonald's been out, and you know Petty's been swung forward. They definitely have the opportunity and the personnel to really get it right, but I've got to do it now almost because they've just had a few games this year where they just haven't been able to really show that damaging output on the scoreboard. Yeah, he just hasn't been good enough to play, Noah. He's just been in the twos. Wayne Gawn with a hit out. But Tui's able to recollect. Bit of a stitch up of a ball for Henry. Not able to get a clean possession now. Stephen May. That's a little crafty kick out to Lachie Hunter. What can he do on his left? Lowers his eyes inside 50. Just not a good enough kick for Fritsch. Hang time was enough for 𝐸𝐿 to leave his man and get a nice ball in there. What a performance has been tonight from Geelong. Really hung in there with the contested game. They needed to against this Geelong side and try and beat them with their outside use. And I think a lot of their goals tonight have really come from that defensive to forward 50 transition. That's some really good goals from that. Max Gawn out of the ruck. Couldn't do much. But really, it's just their ball movement and the outside use, I think, has been the difference tonight for Geelong. It was always going to be a scrappy game, but they were just able to. And their pressure too. I felt the pressure around the ball was really good, especially in this fourth term. 3:46 to play. 4:50 stoppage here for the D's. Going out in front, couldn't do much. Kozzy Pickett now. Centering ball. Oof, almost went through for a goal, but it was touched through. .21 margin now. Tom Stewart will take the kick in. So Geelong will keep their finals hopes alive. I mean, they should move into the 8 if Adelaide lose. So, definitely still around the mark. 𝐷𝐞 now. Slams it out. Good bump from May there. Lever. Oh, what a tackle from Rowan. How about that pressure? He's been huge tonight, Gareth Rowan. One of the best out on ground, I'd have to say. Under 3 minutes to play now. Cats will look to slow it down. Rowan now switches it out across to Stewart, and he gets there. Out across now to Duncan. Continues the chain out to Isaac Smith. They've been able to do this a few of the times tonight as well, Geelong. Just a few of the kicks they've been able to do tonight have been really strong. There's Big Sammy in the background. He's loving it. Yeah, he loves it. Isaac Smith now. Oh, sets it up. Not a good kick. Lack cohesion. Brayshaw now. Short the Sparrow. Brayshaw, kick is poor. Right down Duncan's throat. Duncan just looking to boot it long. Nice mark here from Sparrow. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd result for Melbourne. I think they've just really, really uncharacteristic fourth term. I felt they did most right tonight. They did well enough in the contested game. I think they were really good defensively for the most part. And in the air, they were good too. And that's a nice kick from Petrarca out to 𝐓𝐻𝐿𝐴 𝐼𝙗𝐿𝐴 time goal. But yeah, just really let the colours drop in that fourth quarter. Unable to defend the Cats' ball movement. Let a lot of goals out the back. And just couldn't keep up with the momentum of Avalanche. And around the ball, they struggled too in that fourth quarter as 𝐓𝐻𝐿𝐴 kicks the goals, so won't hurt their percentage too much if they can get the margin a bit closer. Minute 13 to play. Cats still by 15.
This two-time Geelong premiership winning coach, just 4 behind the great 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴.
Now off we go in the middle.
For him and his football.
Go on, how about that? Just the backwards hand pass.
Can't get the handle, but continues on and sockers cleverly.
Now grind Mize now. Nice short kick to Blitzarves. He ends it over the top now. To Stengel, and again Gary Rowan, a lovely mark inside 50. Their prediction: grand final, Collingwood versus Melbourne or Geelong. Oh yeah, Geelong. Yeah, I'm interested to see how that would go. Thanks to another great call. I'll check you next time. Yeah, no worries, Eric. Take care, mate. I still think if Port Adelaide or Brisbane can finish top 2, I reckon one of those two teams will make the grand final. Just because of those home prelim and qualifying and should be prelim finals. Gary Rowan from the pocket. Don't tell me. No, just put it across the face. Penalty throw. Yeah, 21 seconds to play. The Cats too good tonight. They get the job done. Just the ball movement. The fourth term, really. I thought this game was even enough. The D's had control, but geez, that's a disappointing fourth term. Geelong just an avalanche of goals. Relentless, I think, defensively. They've been strong tonight. Stewart again with an important game. When he's up, they play well. And he gets the footy again. Big Stewart. A high kick inside 50. Can they find a mark maybe for a bit of junk time? But McGawan able to take mark. They keep their season alive, Geelong. They move to 9th and they should be 8th after the result against, for the Pies against Adelaide. You'd probably back in Collingwood win that game. Cats by 15, 11 goals, 12, 78, 8 goals, 15, 63. Close game in the end. Melbourne disappointing fourth term. And again, it falls off onto the back of just their attack, their forward half. Bit disappointing there. Deadly team off the turnover, but I just think when going inside 50 with their scoreboard pressure, it lacked again today. Another inaccurate game from them, 8 goals, 15. And that's going to be on the review Monday morning, though. Those defensive transition efforts in that fourth term just couldn't keep up with the relentlessness, I think, with Geelong's pressure around the ball, and they get a much-needed win. Let's have a look at these stats before we end the stream. A few great performances tonight. I thought Gary Rowan probably best on ground. But that's just what Geelong had to do. Match them in the contest. You know, only -9 contest possessions. But really, is this really, I think, Geelong's defence able to rebound and their ball move in the outside game, they worked really well. Whilst here for the D's, a little bit hacky when going inside 50. I felt they were unable to really generate some sustainable scoring opportunities, and they just coughed it up, really. But yeah, Geelong's fourth term was just superb. Won them the game, really. That was the difference. That was the game breaker. But yeah, 38 to 24 stoppage clearances in the way of the D's. Plus 12 clearances. had it around the ball, but I just think that pressure from Geelong was truly remarkable. I mean, the differential was like 55 to 70 odd around the start of the fourth term, but just the tackles out of nowhere Geelong were able to do. But yeah, just a lot of technical errors from the Ds for them to drop that game. 33 and a goal for Petrarca, still with an individual wise. A great game, 10 clearances, 25 to Viney, 25 to Rivers. He had a nice game. And 25 to Brayshaw, close with a great game for the Cats too. Let's have a look at a few other statistics. Intercept possessions. I mean, Lever had still had a great night. 14 intercept possessions. 12 intercept possessions for Rivers. 9 score involvements for Owen, though. Felt he was the best on ground. Contested possession leader, Petrarca, with 16. Very, very strong there. And then, yeah, Mitch Duncan, definitely up there with a lot of possessions too. Stewart with a strong game. But yeah, for me, the best on ground. Where is he? Gary Roll, 16 disposals, 3 goals, 9 score involvements, 7 marks. Thought he was the best on ground. So from a 3-2-1, I'll go Gary Roll for best on ground. 2 votes. I'll give. I just felt it was a well-balanced game for Geelong. There was no outright stars for the team. 2 votes though, I'll probably go for Stewart. I thought his fourth term was big. And the 1 vote, obviously got to go for Petrarca. I thought individually he had a great game. Yeah, fellas, thanks for tuning into another stream. 10 subs away from 14k, so make sure I do it if you haven't already. But yeah, obviously going to be streaming tomorrow night. The Saints and the Brizzy Lions game. That should be a good one. But yeah, not a bad game. I enjoyed this one. Wet weather conditions. Both teams really relentless around the ball. But the D's just unable to execute really in their forward half. And when it mattered, and then yeah, Geelong, just the outside game, they were more efficient. Always a strong attacking side, the Cats. That's their one wood, I think, and they're able to hit that and use it to their advantage and pick up a big win. Just an avalanche in that fourth term. They got it done by 15. Fellas, thanks for tuning in. Cats too good. Move to 9th. Big win for them. But yeah, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, fellas. Obviously, all thoughts to Jeremy Cameron. Hopefully recovers well. They were able to do it without him because there's a man named Gary Rowan that was able to be the difference. And yeah, fellas, thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned tomorrow night if you want to tune in the stream. Should be a good game, hopefully, tomorrow night. The old the Saints and the Brizzy Lions. But yeah, that's it from me, fellas. Take care. Have a good Friday. And yeah, catch us later.